Good evening, Dumela. Welcome. Malindis, welcome everyone. Dumela, Africa Bura. Dumela, precious Tinela Kisia Mekhaitiaga. Karsole Dwaba. Hello, hey, second wife, junior wife, Dumel. Cabbage. Thank you everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys for coming. Welcome. Stuza. Okay, this Stuza. Hi, Abut Cook. Dumela. Knock. Tena, potolo. I don't know if you guys grew up Komutsing. You know Komutsing, we had this thing of potoloha. You know about potoloha. Tamo kena ka kumra. Yeah, but kena ka mumra. Ke Komutsing, ko nna ke goletseng ko teng. Dumela me Sebuna. 2 Razama. 2 Razama. 2. Ike. E overload mo go it is 115. 2 more Razama. 2 more Razama. Dumela ke kati. Chips saranda. Potoloha. 2. Ha re mele batho ba bedi re tsamaya. Nna lo fulugile makgwa o ile kae? Nna lo fulugile o ile kae? Ana re tlo mo tlogela motho. 3 ra tsama 3. Tropo. Sorry, tropo. It is makgwa re tsamaya. It is. Tswala monya go re tsamaya. E tle ka di seat. A tle ka di seat re tsamaya. 115 exactly. Dumela batho. Good evening and welcome. It is makgwa 115 ke yona. 4 maslalisana. Sorry, a uswa pen. Potagafa. Abuti. Bona, kuka ditapole tsa go o dipotse ka fa a uswa kgono nna fatshe. Abuta ditapole tsa go dipotse ka fa o uswa kgono nna fatshe. E tletse. Bagaetso, good evening. Welcome. I hope you guys had a very good day. Kuka batho ba re motshegare ne go na le life a ka e bona. Mara ne ke feta fela. Bana abuti Lenny Dumela. Tonight we are continuing the much anticipated topic. That's what we're talking about tonight. Abuti batho mala ba ne re le kwa South Down so ga no tla ga tutle la tutle na se ke tsamaile. Ke ba abuti ne ke le montle thata go South Downs. Ga re go re kwa. 2020 exactly 20 minutes after the hour of 8 2020 tonight ba gaetso re bua ka yes Osbutselo re bua ka the in-laws re bua ka go nyalwa ko lapeng le tshwaneng le lapa le o tswang ko go lona re bua ka bo Lennox ene nka nne ka mmitsa yana Lennox wa Lethosa o nyetseng ausi wa Motswana ene nka nne ka re Lethosa ene ke brayaka you know that's the topic for today. We're talking about the in-laws. We're talking about also multicultural marriages or dating. Now, yesterday re bua ka di in-law bo mamazala, re bua ka gore bo mamazala, daughter-in-law and all that. Ka jeno re batla re bua ka yona in broad, the expectations of the in-laws, your expectations ko motho mo tlobeng a go nyala. Now, how we going to cope ga nna ke le koketso nka nyala motsana fela wa Moxhosa. Kapa ka nyala eng. That's the challenge that we're going to have. We're talking about batho ba bantsho ba nyalang makgowa ba nyalang batho ba bantsho. The dynamics and the challenges that come with that relationship. My name is Koketso Molefe. Ntatago o molemo malma go ka moleremo. Welcome on board. Ena bitso fela yalo conversations late night le Koketso mo leng gore ra bua ra tlotla ra lla mmogo mme go morago re be re ditsa re difa mmupi. Bona relaxed. Welcome. Enjoy yourself and Lena let me enjoy myself. I hope my guest it's open. You can request re simolle hela re tlotle re tsamaye ka yona yana pele nako e pele watch le data di fela 21 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock kinyetse lenyano wela tsholo fela medupi tsholo montšha ka kwa ba ga tsmala ke dikganye re tswetse maabane ke la khanya lenyalo re tswetse maabane khanya lenyalo re tswetse maabane ke tlhalositse ke tlhalosa everyday yaanong sekete ke leina laka lenyalo sekete ke leina laka yaanong. Yeah, good evening guys, welcome. You experience no siwa but now ra tshola go fe di-notes. You experience ka di-mother-in-law. Ke nyetsa o seaka married, I'm a married man, happily married man. Guys, re bua ka di-in-laws. Re bua ka problem ele ya gore o kry-a one of the things tse mabaneng re neng re bua ka tsona ke gore why mostly mother-in-law to daughter-in-law e nna mathata, mara daughter-in-law son-in-law to mother-in-law e seyo. Why mostly go etsagala yalo? Why mostly do we have mother-in-law to daughter-in-law challenges? What are the challenges? Di diriwa ke eng di-challenges tseo? La be le sa request gona yaanong e tlo re magapele fale ga ke re ke a tswala be le tla le 100 bo prima stuff bo mo tsamaisa mosebetsi bo bosiung ba letsatsi ha phirimane a ke bereke ka lenyelo ile le boi lenyelo ile ka le boi le utlwa ha ke tšhiswa ke ntho ga ke bate bo ke tšhiswa ke ntho ga ke bate motho ere ga motho wa tlo bua ke tšhiswa ke ntho ke ne ke re ke go pokena ga re bueng no. Dumela Dela Hlezipi, welcome on board. The rule is simple. How old are you? Where do you stay? Yes, and that's it. Or ke go tluse ka nna. Dumelang, ke nna ko ketso molefe. 35 years of age from Rustenburg. I stay all over at the current moment. Kimo Cape Town. I'm single. That's how it goes.
Okay, nna Hlezipi, 30 years of age, from Limpopo, currently staying more Rustenburg. I'm married. Ke Mopedi, by the way. Then I'm married to a Tswana man. So the challenges tse ke di face-itseng ke gore, okay, I got married to my husband ka ngwana. The family was concerned gore a go tlo ba le baby daddy drama, but it happened gore it was the other way around. Then I started experiencing the baby mama drama. Fortunately, my husband is very supportive. After the baby mama drama, I started experiencing bo mama zala drama. I got like by expect too much. If you do this, it's not enough. Wa mo rekela dijo, it's not enough. You send money, it's not enough, simply because ke Mopedi. And then a feleletsa a re mo go nna ngwana ga re nka banyetse mosadi ya Motswana. And now,
let me disturb you. You know why I'm laughing? You know why I'm laughing? It hits home. Mara it hits home. Hey, Batswana. Hey, but wow. Boom, matswale ba Batswana. Hey, okay, Usiak.
So it happened to January. There was a fight between my husband and his younger sister. So the fight started when Ngwanyana O was instructing me gore ke dire washing. Ne? Then my husband was like, no, Namusadiaka will not do those things. Ge abe a se gona ne di dira ke mang dilo tseo. So re dula Hellowood Park. So ga bontate ke Koster.
Okay.
Yeah, so a very, very huge fight where it got physical.
Sorry for cross questioning.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, so the husband abe a phagamar, no ways. That's not gonna happen. Then same time why involve le mapodisa ra tsamaya di-court. Hey. No, go fly le ditulo ja dining room. Yo, it was
Washing. Ya wisha ngwana mo di
washing back.
mampela.
Yeah, are.
Washing fela, washing.
So, washing fela. Simply because he stood up for me, they ended up calling me or ke moloi o moloile. Up to now, like aba re buledishe, like it's only my sister-in-law o ilong gore wa tla atla a re checka, but the rest of the family ba re ke moloile. Ke tšhetše tša Limpopo.
Motsheletsi.
Yeah, and another thing that made things worse is because he refused to ro dula ga gabo. Bona, they were planning for me and my kids to stay there.
Now, are you willing to work on that?
Not now, I'm not ready. I get ready. Not now. I get ready. Because we tried. Like, I ended up telling myself, whatever we do for these people, re ka se reke lerato la bona. They will always think they will ba nyakang go nagana ka gona ka rena, wa understand? So, ge re ba direla dilo, it feels like o kare re rapela attention ya bona or lerato la bona.
The breadwinner husband.
No, he's the only son. He's not a breadwinner.
Oh, one boy. It makes sense. It makes sense.
One. Hey, and it's funny because when he goes home, it's different. He feels at home. He's not treated like a son-in-law.
Marabanna Braya ka bana. Braya ka ngala tswa go Coastal for motho wa Limpopo. Braya. Morwarre. Morwarre wa tlogela bo mme. Morwarre go tlogela bo kgaitsedi le batho ba botle morwarre. For ausi go Limpopo. Hey,
Yes.
morwarre. Makelana vista.
So it's different because treatment there and I whenever he's home, o feel like he's home. Mama doesn't treat him like a son-in-law. He treats him like a son. But
don't
now
you think basadi ba na le problem? Basadi to basadi le na le problem. Don't you think that?
But before we got everything was fine. Before he married me, everything was fine. Ne go le happy, ya re etela go le monate. E le makoti this, makoti that. Then ge dilo di ba officially, it changes.
Now, if you had to do something different, what is it that you had to do different from your experience?
Honestly, there's things I can do different because I believe or I tried my best or keep in a civil way. But if bona they're not ready or right, we can't force it.
Okay. No, my sister, thank you for breaking the ice and for sharing your story with us. And all of the best go in ale happy. Keep the stove on 6. We go with silo like di vas lapa le di vas ding. Keep the stove on 6.
Olives and yogurt.
Olives and yogurt, okra. Keep the stove on 6. Don't sacrifice
Yeah.
that. So stove us in nego 6. Ask to get stove again.
Yeah, straight.
Thank you, swag.
Thank you.
Hi, Manoya.
Dumelang.
How do I say your name? Hi. Okay, you say it when you introduce yourself.
Ke Mannoi Motongo. Ke Mannoi Mofokeng ka nyalwa ha Motongo. Ke mo Rathanda Hetlipeke.
Okay. Ke ne ke le mo neng ke rega mo Rathanda mo.
Oh, ha ke a bona.
You are speaking ya moruti Professor Sepol Pag.
Okay.
Okay. Go for it, my sister.
Oh, nna ke tla mo ke re bomme matsale ba mona. Le di sister-in-law di ba mona for wena o le makoti o qeta ho feta motseng. Ntho e ke hlokometseng haholo. Ha hona ntho e nngwe e etsang hore ho be na le qabang ntle le mona. Ba ba na le mona tje. Ke mo mme matsale o hlokomela baradi ba hae ba dutseng ka tlung ba sa nyalang wena ho fihla moo o nyetswe. Ha kgone ho amohela. ntho e etsala
Mara
hangata ke bona mme Matsale a rata bana ba baradi ho feta bana ba hae ba bashemane. O bo ipotse hore ha jwang hobane jwale tje
why
bana
re sa etse
ne
peace le
tlamehile
yona?
ha ba yo mo ba.
Why re sa etse peace le yona? Wa tseba why ba ratiwa ba bang ba bona? Ba bang ba bona ke hore bontata bona ba ba tshabetse. Wena ba hao at least ba na le mme le ntate.
Jwale hobaneng ba sa ba amehele ka ho tshwana, lerato le le tshwane le hore ha ntse ba le mo ke bana ba hae kaofela, noma la ekabe bontate ba ba sile mara ke bana ba lapeng kaofela, ba rate ka ho lekana, ba ska rate hore le wena o bone hore ho tjho nna ke ngwana motse, ke tlile mo
Wa tseba
ehlile
keng,
ke ngwana motse.
guys, I think the way ke buang ka teng batho ba ba hlalohang. Ke le fa example ka ngwanake. O molemo ke ngwanake. Mara mme wa hae se ngwana wa mme wa ka. O molemo o lo hodiswa by blood and somehow ka the way ko hae re godisang bana ka teng, ne? But molao ke wa mme wa hae. Now, what I'm saying is this. Wa tseba why ka nako tse dingwe feel hore ha ba rate bana ba hao as opposed to ba bane? Because ho tlabe ho na le hore ho twe motsadi o molomo wa tlo ikgutsetsa ngwana wa hae. O batla ngwana go a gole the way wena o batlang ka teng. Now, ha mama ha re ba tlolise mollo, ho na le go ka re ha ba tlolisiwe mo wa ka ha tlolisiwe mollo. You understand? Now, it's a problem. And I think we must make peace with the fact that bana ba bashimane ba lo ratiwa, yes, but not, and they're not going to be treated the same way. I'm not saying mama ska rata ngwanake. I'm right. Unfortunately, mama hana ngwana ngwanyana. But you must make peace with the fact that o tlo ba bona kana ko tshedi. Akere bana ba hao ba lo kry the very same love kwa eno. And probably le wena kwa lona. Mme wa hao o rata bana ba hao more than ba bra ya hao. It happened.
E jwalo ma hobaneng tlamehile o be jwalo nkare ho bana le lefufanyana le bang teng mo.
It's a woman
And
to
then
woman syndrome.
bontate ratsa le tholo hore ba rata bana ba bashemane ho feta ba bananyana, ebe
Yeah,
ba
akere ba
bothata.
bashimane is funny.
Nna ke ne ke na le challenge o thole ntate Ratsale a rata bana e re yo wa ka hatla ho yena o tla mo fa nama, o ja nama ngwana ntate molo a ja nama. Ha o tla yo wa kgaitedi a hey ngwana o tlo rutwa mokgwa o mobe o tlo go hlotha dinama molomong, baeti ba le teng ha tsamaile kwana, empa yo o ya re neketsa ja nama ngwana ntate molo, ja nama ngwana ntate molai. Bo mme Matsala ba kwata he mono hobaneng o ba wa treata bana ka o tshwana. Nna ke bone ka re ho qala mono ka re o bana le jealous nyane bang teng e ba
One
kgolo
tate
he
wa thaba. Ntate wa thaba. Now, because okay, I think
sefane
my father never saw my daughter, but my father loved my daughter before and more. Why I'm saying this, Corey? Ntate wa ka 2 months before hlokala. O na rekela grocery. Na reka grocery ka ntlong. Ke ne ke ra ke a ya ba. Mon, tsa. O hlokomela mosadi o le. A tlise ngwana o gae. And I'm like, this guy, what is this guy? And I see the difference. Mama, le guy te o ka molemo teng. Okay, all right. Business as usual. And it's like that.
ha na le mathata ka tlung o thole ntate mohlomong o ya o thitela wa o sokodisa o lemme o supportwa ke ntate Ratsale ho feta mme Maratsale. Mme Matsale bile ha o ntso lla o yena
mme Matsale ha supportiwa.
Jalo ba neng a sa lokise ho lokisa o ka se lokise bobe ka bobe a ke re ka baka la o hlokometse hore ke ne ke sa support you and ntho neng tshwara hampe le nna re ngwana batho a fitlile nna ke mtshware betere he nna ke etse betere a ke re if o etsuwa hampe le ka hore wena ha e se ile 10 ya hao etsa hantle mos o lokise diphoso tsela hobane o tla bo tseba hore o ikutwa jwang if ha o tshwarwe hantle. Support re thole bo ntate Ratsale feta bo mme Matsale bo mme Matsale ke mathata.
Now, ntate ke mokae? Ke Motswana, ke Mosotho, ke mokae?
Nna ke nyetswe Basothong, ke re Basotho kaofela. Ke Mosotho wa Hamfokeng, tate ke Motlong.
That's much better.
Now, empa engwe ntho e tlamehile re hlokomele pele ke tswa ke yona ya hore bo makoti ha ba fita mtseng ba tla sentse ba itse ba na le kelello hore mtseng ba tlo tshwaruwa hampe ba tlo itswang le bo mme Matsale ba fitla sentse ba na le ntho eno ya hore makoti ba sele ba etsa eng ha ba so o bone ha ba so ithuti wena ha ba so kgone le bona le mekgwa ya hao ke hona moo ba nang le conflict teng o thole hore ha le sa kgona hore le phedisane hantle ene jwale bothata bo boholo mora yo wa lona kapa monne wa hao o mathateng wa tlamehile a choose between the family tse a choose wena ene ha o ya tlameha le mbe positioning eo hobane le amrata kere mayo ya mrata le wena wa mrata le ska mbe positioning e baneng hore tlamehile a kgethe bakeng tsa mosadi le mme wa hae.
Oswaka ke lebela input ya hao e bokete dula utlwele ditori wena this one is very difficult now we utlwe o nyetse mozulu le motswana ba re tletse ka matebele fa le kwapale
Thank you, bye bye. Ke tla le utlwella di-commenting ke tla mamela ditori tse ding ke a leboha.
Koketso ba ke dumela
Hello.
le kae
Thing.
do the honors Oswaka introduce yourself.
Do I need to?
You have to.
I just heard what you guys sharing there, and I'm interested to be hosted in a conversation. I'm Koketo from Joburg, but originally from Rustenburg, Northwest. I could like to share whatever you guys discussing because I experience a lot of things that's going around people that been married, Makoti and Mama Zala thing.
Yes, my sister, go for it. Koketso, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, but something is disturbing me. Can I take this call?
Okay.
Can I take the
I don't know if it's my network or the people's network. I'm responding. Okay. Mamaka Junior. Mamaka Junior. Mamaka Junior. Mamaka Junior.
I'm in a bind, Nate. Some other time.
Hello.
Junior. Hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, right?
Kya kuka usaka wena nguto.
I think network ya go ke how barawa khata. Halai.
Like
Good,
good
thanks,
clear
and you?
usaka. I'm good. Go for it, my sister.
I'm struggling hore go hutlo wa khatanyana. Wa freeze ibile.
Go for it. Go for it, my sister. Go for it. I'm listening.
Hello.
Guys, can you guys hear me right? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
With
Fine.
wa freezer shem. Ke bona fela bo yellow bone ba ha wa freezer shem.
Hold on, ke latency. Yeah, it's been delayed. I will try to monitor. Marena ntse a bua le nna. Dumela, God's grace. Mohau Modimo. Adipuo, dumela. Guys, we're talking about multicultural relationships. We're talking about diversity in South Africa in terms of marriage. Diversity. We're talking about the in-laws. We're talking about, especially when now Hariri unyetsu sa bereki ne unyetsu ha molefe o sa bereki o unyetsu ko lapeng la ma high source o sa bereki we need dumela. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Yeah, okay, but it's fine, we'll do some other time. Unyetsu ha molefe o sa bereki o nyetswe lapeng le leng gore ba nana gore ke ma-high source. You know, the challenges that come with the fact that o tlo ja shelter ngwana rona, you know, it's a problem. Hona le malapa a mang a leng problem. I know of a lady, I'm not going to say who, o phela bua bo, o phela re hi Winile, o phela re ba re keng, o phela re nkana this woman, o ska ba tlisa gerefi, o ska ba tlisa motho o senang diploma faka, o tlo re nga bana ba ge ba re ba kwala mmame ba kwala wow. You know, ba bitswa bo ma high source, but you when you sit with the family, you tend to realize gore ba kene sekolo kaofela. Hona le lapa le lengwe ke le ka kena so ngwana teng ne le ngwana doctor le professor, doctor and professor, ngwana o ka nako o matha go bo masters o sniffer PhD, wena wa kena o le koketso ya matla ka matric ya gore good morning, hi, I love you. Hona le manyalo a mangwe from the onset nje wa bona gore this is going to be a difficulty because the mother-in-law is already asking you, so re bolelle paballo motho wa go what is he doing for a living? He's a content creator. And then what does he do? What does he work? No, he's a content creator. Besides that, no, he una lore haka craven oto ene fela haka craven haka craven o tsugile, you know, and kana go wa morata man o rata this guy o rata this lady ene kana go o tswere NQF level 4 or level 5 me o tswere NQF level 8 aba do you see a future le motho wa bona future le motho no mama ene o sharp ke fela go di gig ntse dis babalo you can't live on gigs. O tsebe hona le malapa a mangwe a fiwang hona le the inheritance tse dingwe tse di tlang ka subject. I know of a guy, his inheritance was the fact that he must have completed his LLB and be married to someone either with LLB or with Barricade, ele doctor in Elialo, and he lost the entire inheritance because the parents did not want him to get inheritance that way, you know. And we're not about ka kelelo ya le ramesh ore love is love, bona ba ngolla di prerequisites. And you know, I always say to people, I know you know how fita le ruti tafoleng, but love does not have bounds. But kana go tse dingwe re kenya dinthong re tseba ha le tafoleng wa utlwa fela go mara mo a wa utlwa fela mo boy, please get papa's Jeep wins ebe ka kumrao, and then kopila yona ko pa o phake Range Rover, and then like love o tlosa manga ngosana my love ka jeno ke ile ka Cayenne ka tlosa, and then on tell message wa mangwa o be ka kumrao because o tlosa manga ka yona, and then Cayenne we ke mo garage. Please check le batho ba le gore V250D e tlile na. I don't know what's going to happen this weekend because ka tlo ya morakeng ka Land Cruiser, and ka sa la Land Cruiser ko Toyota utlo ke motlotlo ka nako eo wena o ka fa o ka utlwe love is a ke gane ne. Yes tseo tsa bo emotional intelligence eng but ka nako eo ne a ke lwe le problem a diotse my problem with those things go ka nako tse wena o feel like ate you are belong o tla ba re yes ke a o rata mara right go feel like you don't belong.
Dumela
o sentswaki
le kae?
ke mang tswaki o wa go wetsa motho wa go? No, she's an accountant. Besides that,
Nankar ngazongijwayela kabi.
re teng o swaka.
Ke teng hle. Ay man, wa tseba ntho e ya o set up di standard and so forth. It doesn't work, guys, hey?
You reckon?
Because let's be honest, if le ratana hore wena o tshwere PhD, mang o tshwere eng, does it really matter? It doesn't really matter. Because if you push those standards, but Gogi, you know, if you push with those standards, a lot of people end up being miserable. Buka li buka. Yes, nako nngwe ya bereka, nako nngwe ha e bereke. If ya o sebeletsa, then go for someone who's got who's higher educated than you, and if it makes you feel comfortable. But don't make it a priority or no, this is what I want, because you end up getting disappointed. Those people can be psychopaths.
But kana go tse dingwe o sentswaki buka le ba re keng le danda le tsona di botlhoko.
No. Eo danda wa utlwa sampane bora mo skolo se tswile. Now I'm sorry. A person who cannot hold a conversation or mutwa koki, then you run. Then you run.
Bo black coffee pala motho thinking black coffee pala ke mamushimano mong pala tira.
But now you can hear from a conversation or mara mo
Mara le montle. Why you le montle black coffee pala tira.
Montle doesn't pay the bills. I kira kana kong.
O le montle a pakile ale and cool.
Mamela. Mamela. Nabo os ba rona sham ke a kopana le bona abe montle e ra bule molomo o Jehova ntse tswang ka mo ya tsabe ha ntse tswang ka mo ko ke kanti wetsang na
guys ke a sokola ke dula room ke a sokola wa ba itse ba le ba ba ireng ha rile pating ke mogare re ya botanical garden re lo dula le bontswaki le bo Kesna 2 minutes a ke bathroom ba re ke tsamaya le wena ke re why ha o ne le bontswaki ba ntsheba ha ke re why ba o seba kante ba bua selungu ele joke tsa selungu hona le joke tse batlang e ke te utlio hona le joke tsa center number guys hona le joke tsa center number tse batlang o kile wa kwala center number le bareking o kile wa bitswa kana bitswa ngare kwala di exam na joke tse ngotseng center number na joke tse itse o tlamehile o itse center number o joke o e utlwe tlamehile o ngotse
ke latella marois
center number hona joke tsa center number hona joke tse batlang examination number hona le candidate man na joke tsa di candidate and you know what Ocean talk about problem we like overlooking this thing and not talking to it. I feel like to the conflict your mother-in-law to daughter-in-law. Now here's mama ka bolasta ga ba gage or mama go pabi ka bolasta ga ba gage. Did I say that?
Baby, I watch on no chiloko.
O tshwere ke doctor. O berekile hard, ne? Tla ke o berekile hard. O toletse pabi 30M. Pabi o tla le koketso. Koketso o etsa mo philong ke content creator. Okay, right. Content creators make money. Ona le di followers tse kae 1000. O bua ka eng? Hippie yo ma oh. Okay, sharp ngwaga ntla wa feta, o bedi wa feta, o boraro wa feta. Ona le followers tse kae 2.1. Koketso ya sekolo ena ke sekolo. Ntse di aka o sharp. Now you would understand why batsadi at one point ba nna le gore ba nne critical because ga gona motsadi o batla gore ngwana ge a ka sokola. Motsadi o mo le mo batla ngwana ge gore a be sharp. And go botlhoko o godisitse ngwana. I think maybe ke ba esmo o godisitse ngwana o mo zametse bophelo. A batlo ya tšhelete le bashimane ba boraile. A bo ya tšhelete le bashimane ba ba sa itseng sepe go to wa morata. I don't know guys, I don't know. But that's my say. I don't know.
That one it happens or o siela wa tlhokofala o siela ngwana di tšhelete and ha ba di ravaza and ba di ja le bashimane. I had a friend motolo na ravase 500,000.
Hey, and I le mang le yipiyo.
And moshimane a moshapa left right and center mara girl ana melletse mo hore ke a dula mo. Yeah,
As
dula
non
mo.
center number, candidate number.
A reka no, all in a center number, but he was very abusive. Very, very abusive. That's why I get it. Le bona ba o ba ntse ba ile sekolong ba na le mekgwa ya bona e ditshila, you know.
But
So
unfortunately,
I do support motho o reng okay Ntswaki, I think you must we upgrading yana, do A, B, C, and D, you know. And I'm also trying to cover myself. I want to do A, B, C, and D. Now that's how my partner is, you know. So we always push each other. Okay, I'm going for this. Let's do, you know. But if o sa batle ha o batle, I understand ntho. O ka se force motho ra sekolong a sa batle sekolong.
mara
If you
nna
see,
ke
if
utlwa
you see what it's beneficial for you, Koki, you will go to school. I'm not saying it's not important. You will go to school. O
mara nna
feleletse
disclaimer ya ka. Now I use disclaimer ya. Kira entry level ya ka wa itse.
entry
I've
level
said
ya
it
hao
several
wena o
times.
batla ba ileng kae ba ileng sekolong akere. It's fine.
Now you know my entry level. I give it I like sky boo. Anyway, thanks also to hi Lindy we hi KEFF or if
KF. Hey
not
guys.
I really want to after again. How are you KF?
Agishapo lona le yang fela.
Yeah.
Mara sometimes motho if tlhala a batla in na choice ya hae wa bona gore motho a ska pateletsa cause if tlhala o gatelelwa gore o ye sekolong o bo o etsa di-choice tse di wrong maybe o etsa course e leng gore wena ha o e rate o kila bona ba batla gore wena o ichusetse wena ka bo wena sometimes if tlhala o nagana gore maybe it's not the right time ya gore o ka ya sekolong wa bona but well nakone e ntse e tsamaya yes e le gape other side o itia gape wena ka bo wena wa bona ntho e ke e buang ke gore like motho o na le choice ya hae ya bophelo gore mare in life ke batla this and that e se gore motho o loile or yang you can go to school o le botlhale ko sekolong and then after that maybe o bo dropa out o etsa bo ma grade 11 wa bona o fila gore no nna ga ke batla sekolo sa lapisa bla bla o ikeletse di-choice tse di tswileng mo tseleng and o lebeletse family ya ko bo motho e le sharp o ipotsa gore motho bothata ba hae ke eng motho ke ene a ikeletsang di-choice tse di wrong the way nna ke bonang ka teng wa bona
Now una le ngwana
mara
motswaka.
maybe ke na le bana ba ithuo
Now haba a re wa moshimane ke doctor ne a batla le ngwana ko ketso wa koketso a ba re mina ngisithanda isikolo ngaphuma ngo-grade 8 angizifoni inendoda engisebenzelayo indoda must othaba
no nga se thabi
amen
no nga se thabi well nga se thabi you must do something you must do something you don't have to sit like to sit
do something do something
do something yes do something o ka se dule fela o dule fela o re no koketse o nkeletsa this and that and this and that and that o nrekela di-wave o nkisa manaleng wa bona
do something
do something ka bophelo ba hao
ke kolta lunch do something now not saying people must do thesis must do a case study must know research proposal do something
wa bona
my problem is this
wa bona bo mme bale ba be mo dikolong bo mme bale ba be mo dikolong ba rekisa mazimba ba rekisang a se gore ba rata a se gore motho o mamola a rekisa dizimba a rekisa di-sweets wa rata or a rekisa ditamati wa rata no and a se gore maybe ke choice ya hae gore etse o batla go etsa something ka bophelo ba hae o kila bona
and then naka riana KEF nna ke ase ke re nna ha ke kopana le wena nna ke ka fila gore o above me and way above me nna ke etsa like ke letsa o isile gararo match o fela o tsamaye ka
wa bona gore like okay yeah I'm independent le nna so gore ke tlo dependa mo wena I'm independent le
nna re simolla re itsane ore hai ke nna NG Phulwana ke re okay and then ke bona mara network ya NG ke 2 million ya koketso ke 200,000 ke bolela ke ausi wa ka o tlo nkgamisa pace tsamaela ko pele so mo batla ko pele nna that is me because I want to be the head.
Mariano ai koki yaanong if motho le ene wa go rata ha na taba le gore o gola yang, how do you solve that?
No,
O wa go rata.
no ke bua ka nna I want to be the head.
You want to be a head, yes. Mara okay, wa go rata so wena o batla go montsha mo life ya gago a go rata no matter gore you are the head or something. Why o tlamile go etsa yang?
ene hi NG, hi Pabi, dumelang, welcome.
Le kae?
Ga phela ka mohao.
Hi guys.
Hi. Tonna ko ke a mfuthumatsa ha re ngwana ka jwale a batla ka wa hae a re nna ka nnete ka grade 8 ya buti ke right.
NG
Bona
imagine.
o etsa jwa ka futhumala ka sheba ngwana ka tla re no tjena. Ka re ke tlo hodisa ngwaneno ka thata tjena ebe ka nnete jwale o tlo kopana le bombane. Bo men must nna ka nnete wele ke kopa ho ba mme ono a jwalo hore ngwana ka ntle le ka kgarebe le kopanang le yona varsity tsa di high school se bile o ska tlo mpontsha mejolonyana ya di high school e paizitseng no hobane rona re le tjena ha ona motho o kilang ngwana isa hae ka high school o etsa bo matric o sore hai o se mastshaba bona James ha re sa ke a etsa nna ntho ne ke tshaba le ho bua date ya ka ke mang ha ke etsa matric ntse ke ra ke classmate ausi wa ka re NG mara moshanyana ona yena o dula le mone ke re ona nix motho ona ke classmate se fapane kganya ha kopane le potentially ba bua language e one bathong kwana varsity ngwana ka o etse bobebe ke tlo mo jwetsa ke re wa bona ngwana ka le wena hore bophelo bo bile easy bane mama o ne itshwarela ka matso le wena ba tla mosadi a sa tlo kenyetsa depression ene banana bana okay be ke ba tsebang ba sa sebetseng ba rata ntho tse ntle tse turang mara motho o tsoa o seng dololo
Mara wa tseba why?
Wena nna ke fitla Velkom ke na le friend e sa sebetseng mara motho o sebetsa mining hae ha ke fitla hae o tla ba ke thole ngwana na le kotsi a pere smart le motlankgang ha monate nna ha mpotsa gore enjo moso o motle go rekile ka ke re small mara ba za wena o sebetsa ke re wena o sebetse moshanyana modimo na le depression yona nna ngwana ka depression le batho ha ke batla tlo dujwa mona motho mo lo mong a itshebeletse go be simple
NG o etse bothata gape ke nne rona batsadi ke rona re sa kgoneng go ruta bana gore bana ba kgone go ikemelela o kila bona rona batsadi ke rona re bayang bana under pressure you have to stand to yourself like gore aska go
dira ke kopa o arabana lady ari aus NG what happens if a thola motho a zamang mara a sa sebetse ha go betere ngwaneso a zame mara re shebele mozamo wonana o zama eng hle ho sano tla botho di mother in law di jwanjwa batho re hodisa bana ka thata as much as le lona bo mme ba banana le hodisitse bana ba lona ka thata le nna wa ka wa moshimane ke mo hodisitse ka thata batho ibile nna ngwana ka ke school a no dula tshore ke sefuba tšhelete ya fela mbali yana a fitla o sa tlo thola bothebelele pantla sana le di-PhD jo
o batla half ya pay
le khale ngwana ka le sweet tje bathong ba tlo ipapalla le khale wa bona ba majita tlameileng a thole bombali ke bo koki tjena a thole monna must have indoda
NG go wa na ke hoditswe ke na my grandfather from my mother's side tsatsi la tlokofalang o na itse everyone apare pura because it was his thing hore ha o tswa ha rona pelo nyalwa o tswa wa apere pura unfortunately tswa la pele jwa and ke dula ke bela batho go school now ke ne ke tseba and I grew up knowing and even dating ba itse batho nna ke kopana le bona hore re phele monate you must do something there must ha ke tla mo fitla ha rona ke go tsene o montle there must be something se ke tla reng mama it is 1 million followers you must do something Do something. This is 1 million followers. Do something. No, there must be. I was thinking, nah, if it I'm just giving an example. And Nagi Kele Mulimo. Unfortunately, in my entire dating career, or my entire dating, if it's a career, I've never dated anyone without a minimum of a degree. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I've never, because and like I always say, I am the less educated ka degree. I'm the I'm the less educated. And like I usually, if kita lo ena, ha re dutse re tlotla, o tlo feel out. And I've got those type of my friends. You know, Para always says to me,
Yeah.
na haka ke motheo fela, motheo ke ngwana ke motheo fela a senang masters tse pedi. And ebe ke tlotla ka Mbali. Ai na bo Mbali ba nhlola. Paballo kgwa re dumela.
Hi, the guy.
Qualify 1 million followers.
Ke kopa go correcta Koki. Ha o bolela mama o re no, at least o na le honors, o na le degree le honors
I
on top
know.
of 1 million followers.
Go
A ke
after.
batle sekolo se sale.
Go after.
Sekolo se sale.
Yes.
Tsa go after. So, my perspective is very different, Yano, because I'm not a parent, I'm a child. I'm very much one. Mare, the point that I wanted to say is that because it's something that I'm seeing happening around me, ne? I feel like to some extent though, parents must butt out of our relationships as bana. Ne? I understand Hore, I googled this whole thing, ne? Hore, you expecting this and this. Yes. Even my parents are probably expecting something from me to bring this type of man in. Mare, I feel like to an extent our parents must back out. And then another thing is that us two in the relationship, we must not include anybody in the relationship. Yes, they're going to be included by default, but at some point when things get tricky, we must decide, are we still doing this or not, regardless of everything that's happening around us. And if we are, then we need to figure out what we're going to do to kind of work our way through whatever's happening and conquer the challenges that are being thrown at us, whether it's your mother not approving me or my father saying, you must also decide, I must decide that, no, I'm going to stand up for you. To my dad, I'm going to say, no, but dad, this is the one that I love. Man, not only ready to defend with your family. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying,
because then I feel like we're not depressed when we always go according to what everybody else wants for us. When are we ever going to decide what we want for ourselves?
Wami, can we talk?
Yeah,
the future, not the future, the economic setting currently, it does not allow for one to depend. It becomes more difficult. Let me say it. When you are an average person working an average job, like average, maybe let's say you and me average, and then somebody does not work and does not do anything. Now, I'm not saying job description, master's tick, honors tick, but KFF, you must do something, and we must be able to. Yes, the middle class. We must be able to repush like Osintwaki said, so that we are able to achieve the thing. It, you know, I know women will say, no, Murad. Baba depressed. Batho ba seng sharp. Ke ba le ba bore motse ka mogwaleng ka teng. Because at the end of the day, o ntsa ya ka nna, ke le nna, ke sa batle lo driver taxi, ke dula ke ntse so ke phutile matsoho the whole day. Go strateng go kopana le bo monna wa Motswana, ba o filang gore mara itse nke be ke kopane le monna wa Motswana re kopantse. Maybe ne nka khona go reka la cuisine ye one or ga teng Carol Poison e one, plate e one ke 600. Nka reka Carol Poison e one. Tlamile re lo ja ka tsile tse dirilweng malomo le dialect tsa mabadi because nna ke batho bereka. And it's a problem because a lot of people they want to rely upon somebody else. Bombali, they want to rely upon somebody else. Even the shine, people want to take other people's shine. They don't want to work their way from the bottom going up. And we are so afraid to talk about it. Morate, how mu data, laugh it enough, laugh.
Can I answer you?
Sekolo se tlo patalwa ka love.
Can I answer?
Tsa dintlo di tlo patalwa ka love.
Who's gonna answer?
Baba will just say something for 2 minutes.
All right.
Can understand that when you say batho ba like a relationship in ya lona le kgone ho protectana, because if you motho mong aka kena, I think o tla kenya mofokanyana, then wa ba mara ha o nyalwa, to my understanding, ha o nyalwa ha o nyalle monna hao le wena fela, o nyala the whole family ya bo monna hao ya ha lona. So o buile right hore by default ba tlo kena, and batho ba kenang hantle ho lenyalo la batho ba babedi ke batswadi ba batho bana, because o sa le mathata ha hlaya, the first person e kganya tlo mo founela ke nna. So ke tlo kena lenyalong la lona hore na, and jwale ke tlo kena hampe ha ke bona hore mbali ha ona letho la le tlisang tafoleng, ke kena sentse ke ka side la ngwanaka to say mare khanya go jwetsitse ka ngwana nona a sa zameng a senang nix. Ho na le batho wena go ke bo ka mozamang o le motho wa hore baby okay ya pushers gela le nna ke ntse ke pusha ka monana, ho na le batho ba sa batleng sekolo tla re ke batla ho bula business, o okay o kopantshe capital o re ashi kala he re bona hano e tla be sa le motho a ntse re ke emetse mama a tlo nka di mavene re lo stoka like ho na le batho ba lazy naturally, ho na le batho ba lazy natural ba batlang ho sebeletswa ke batho ba bang. And to be honest guys, bophelo ba nou tjena bothata ko re se re tloella taba ya hore he ke buelella ngwana ka kapa jwang, bophelo bothata bathong hore ka tlung e ka ba motho a iwane a etsang dintho kaofela a le mong. So hore na o ipulela market kapa o mme ha wa ya sekolong, but o na le ntho le ngwe motho a nang le yona, whether o tseba o pheya o tseba o lowa, do something at least nyana hantate a re kapa mme a re ka tlung okay love re ke patale dikoloi le ntlo, wena o bo re ke patale creche ya ngwana, ke etse grocery
reka dijo reka grocery patela mamane ke re ha ke ja panana so ha ke ja panana ke panana e rekilwe ke mosadi wa ka, e seng ke ja panana be ke panana cheltak ke o tlo nkina hape.
Wena o sebetsa kae ntate a ka qhome ha majita a re ntate ko ke ratswa di auto o jetse mme paballo mme o bo re mme paballo o tla ba le siko Saturday wa spana majita, like wa bona ho dutse le batho ba buang ba tsamayang di round tables o bo kgona ho kena moqoqonyana o relate.
Yes Pabi, you wanted to answer.
Yes, I was saying that I didn't dispute the fact that life is expensive. I think I can't dispute that because I know now I'm doing something, so I didn't want to touch that topic because it's been touched enough. Nikibua on the front of our families wanting to dictate who we should be with, and if when you found your person and you guys are doing okay, Lishap, one's doing this, one's doing that, you are both doing something, linali a good flow, Mari Mama Hamurat, because she doesn't have a 9 to 5, then you must be ready to say, Mari Mama, no, take it a bit, you know. I know she doesn't have a 9 to 5. I know she's this and that. Mari, she's also this and that and that and that. If my dad is like, no, Hakimu Batli Koki because Hana doctorate, Kere Mari Daddy Koki's got so many other things.
So many followers.
That don't require
150.
so many followers.
150.
That don't require doctorate. The doctorate does not make us the man. That's what I was saying. And also, Jay, I think that's what you need in a relationship. You need to have a partner that's willing to stand for you in those times of a conflict amongst your families. Because nothing, unfortunately, there's no family that's just gonna accept you and be like, "Ooh, there you go." Mare, ke itse gore okay, ha ke ya Rustenburg, ka itse gore ragadi mang 100 mare ka itse gore monna ka ntshwere. Do you get what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to say.
Osinzwaki has got a question for you. Osinzwaki, monna mtswana ke go bone le case. Osinzwaki.
Dumela. Okay, ha ke na question for Pabi. Pabi, my love, for your age, o butswitse o tlo ka mohlong ya hao o butswitse wena sweet.
Thank you.
Mamela he ke botsa motho wa hao question. Go ke mamela mna. Let's say, like Buddy's saying, you find a girl, she didn't go to varsity, and yes, she's got a 9 to 5 job, and e mo patala shapo. Mamela, o kgona ho phela hantle, tla re rona l'apartment. And then you won't date that girl, and she's got all the qualities that you want.
No, it's not that. What attracted me, I get ratos.
Mamela koki, ale botlhale, like bona a butswitse motho.
Okay. Mbali wa tota.
Ke tse tloela ho busetsa le mbali wa ka nna o right. Nambali wa ka o right.
Oh, ha re berekisela padi ka re dula re tse example ka padi. Ha re padi.
I'm used to it.
Ha re tla go mara padi o shapo ka fa. A ke yona ntho e ngatrekta nna. A ke re simolla ka fa pele. Ka utlwa mara padi o monate ka fa. Ha sena ke utlwa go monate ka fa. Ke tlo pota so ke kana what are you doing for a living kapa kana no le yang spanning whichever way nka feletsa ke utlwile ra re a ba re go nna re no ke ntse okay sharp then re tlo tlotla ka tertiary line re tlo tlotla mhla ke ne ke tsena sekolo go Pitori eng mara ha ke utlwe wena ntse re nako ke tsena sekolo ke tlo feletsa ke itse hore ha wa siya mara now the question ilo starta motho wa ka what's your plans for the next coming years batho ba ntse ba kileng ka re hi ko bona ile conversation e fedile fa re botsa what's your plans for the next coming year ba bantsi ke yona khila mo ba bathong ba bantsi nna then ke utlwa no wena you in the coming next years you want to do 1 2 3 4 5 you're working through this now I'm able now to invest because I cannot invest if you don't, it's not that you must always have a degree. If I want a degree, you must do something that can here's my problem, guys. I die tomorrow whenever. Re le bana. Re ba tsere ko Rustenburg. Ba dula Cape Town Table View or Belleville. Ba dula Belleville. Bana ba ka ba dula Belleville. I die. Bana ba tla ya Belleville, ba tla drive you, ba tla this, ba tla that. I die. And then Paballo kill a high parama. One, she does not even know what is going on in the businesses that I do.
What you just say, what you've just pointed now, it's what I was talking to my colleague just yesterday about it. That if you have a husband a husband, because hasebeta or running a business, you should know the ins and out of that business. Should anything happen, then you know when you will take care of it.
Exactly. Now, when I die, this person does not even know which he does not know Ntwaki owns 25%, I know 75%. My kids are going to lose out on certain things that benefit to them because Kingile Pabalo because umuntle. She doesn't even know. And one thing about Hubulabuka, not degree, not anything. Hubulabuka is Ntwaki Hubula Kaf.
Yes, it
whether
does.
we like it or not. You are able to, you question this and that. You are able to do that. You don't see life like a Rustenburg or life if I'm Rustenburg and the biggest mall in the world, Waterfall Mall. You are able to reason beyond. Now, my problem now is this. Hage chase. Ngwana swere homework gate re emetse papa ka homework. Because Ntwaki hana as a candidate hana exam number. Hana exam number hana center number. Ha ngwana lwala koloi di pedi mo jarateng mara re emetse papa because I cannot drive. Ha re na le ditšhomi tsa rona ha tshwantse o tlotliwe o emetse papa gore ke tlo moeletsa motlotlo because o pala go tlotla. Ha o sena tšhelete mo ntlong ngwana ba tla nnene re emetse papa. I cannot unfortunately I cannot subject my kids to that because life is not guaranteed. And then ke godisitswe ke mme o zamang. Ke godisitswe ke motho o zamang. And I saw my mom went to school while ke ntse ke le teng. I push and I saw the importance of that. And that is that for me. Now, if you don't want to do something with your life, when are you going to say you're going to depend upon me? Na for koketso ka mpana la reng la mpua ka maina la etsang mara nna
No. You've made it clear now. I just wanted to find out. I thought you were saying no, a degree ki entry level, and that's it. So I just wanted you to clarify that. So it's clear. Yes. So you find it like, oh, Chori, a girl cannot even hold a conversation. She doesn't even know what's happening around her. Kibo dumelang le kae ke teng. Bao, I always say to them, you just say hi and bye. That's it. You don't say anything.
No, Bao Kibo, what are you doing? I'm fine. I'm going to Makufe this weekend.
Yeah.
Dress up. La ka Makufe na go tse dingwe ha re ntse bontswa ke o nagana ro betere. I can't do that. I can't do that.
This other one chick long time ago, you know, right? So o tsamaile le bagotsi ba hae a ke tsebe ba fitla ko phapong kae ba thola bo kae ba nice a ke tsebe ne ba tswa kae ba bua sekgo ba mmotsa gore so wena lebitso la hao o mang like ntse ba qoqa ntse a re nna ke le Americano. Like at first they thought she was joking, but no, motho o ibua e le jwalo. Dipom tse tswang ko molomong wa motho ole, it's unbelievable. The face and ntho e tswang ka mo molomong, it's two different things. It's heartbreaking. So now, the only thing that I would like to say is, at least empower yourself. You know, Oscar depend fully on someone. It gets something, you know, so that you can also be independent. Utsebe what's happening around you. You know, taking a book, reading something, shabaditaba, you know, getting newspaper, you know, it starts there.
We are driving. When you are driving, I'm driving. Nana, can you please check for me waterfront premium piati waterfront equal na goma.
Exactly.
O phone. O tshware data. Ha itse gore o tlamela etseng hore a check gore premium piati equal na goma. Okay, tshwara, here's my phone. Type this email while I'm driving. Tell this person I cannot be able to see. Hi, and mara guys. How guys? It's painful because this person does not understand how to do that. Nka phone o re batele direction ya go re yang go teng puncha mo navigating wa rena kae premium piati pre what
I'm sorry to say this, maybe a colleague of mine thing. I have got this colleague, she is so beautiful. Ntotse a di romelang ko di reporting ka di email tsa hae. Way, the grammar, the spelling errors, it is pathetic. Yo, it is pathetic.
Thanks, bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. After. What king honors. Honors ya go after. Monna Motswana. Dumelang khonne. Intshwarele man.
Ke tla re mona ka gore o na le 150,000 followers. Ke tla re
Yeah. How feel about that 150,000? Esa be inditse mo tapole. Ha ka gra velo to read. Ha ka gra velo to read.
mona we o shota fela ka bene mona le masters le PhD right. I know, topic ya gago interesting today. Yo, mona bomme a re re bagolo ba bomme ba nang le bana ba basimane. Yo, very protective.
Thata.
Mona o ka re ke bone ba jolang le bana ba bone man. Which is now I don't blame bagolo wanting what's best for ngwana bona. Wanting what's best for ngwana gago, it's the other. It's one thing, but dictating what's the best for your child is another thing. And I will say it this way. You can't, yes, o tla ntisa sekolong, right? Mara o ska expecta gore ke a go tlisa a doctor ko tlung, you know, because after all, I think what's important, it's the human being before any grata e motho a tla tlang le yona.
Yes, I'm full,
Yes.
Jenna. I just share the one piece of meat with you.
Hey, bye.
Kidi,
Hey, bye.
Making really motu.
mute.
Ke kidi o kokgataditse motho.
Itshwarele magaetsho ne ke reeditse gore monna motswana a re so ke bua le my brother.
All right.
Alright.
Nna ne re maketse. E mute. So
Okay.
now that's my opinion. Mo ke a tleng ke re batho ke ba raya ke re botlhale bo botlhokwa over education. Go na le batho ba e leng gore they're educated but ga ba botlhale. And as a man or as a human being, you need to know how to spot the difference between the two.
Yes.
Re kopana le batho ba ba botlhale ba ba nang le di-PhD, mara ga o moraro 1 plus 1 ke bokae ga go utlwe gore sentle wa reng, you know. And that's, for me, I think personally that's important, because bagolo ba rona, even though they were not as educated, but they were smart. They were ne ba le botlhale go itse gore ko ke o tshwantse mo bosogong ba gompieno, and hence monna na kgona go a go bereka, and mosadi ka nako eo would make a plan gore go tshwantse go jewe mo tlung. Le gale tla ke fete fo, that is just my opinion, gore let us find a way to discern wisdom over education, because batho ba bang le gare ka ba fa digrata tse dintsi they'll never be botlhale. Sa bobedi, I think ke tla e lebisa ko go borre, you know. I think it's something that I was watching, or I was listening to, or I was reading somewhere, but it's by Miles Monroe. And this only applies more goreng koki motho mona a o batla go moja wa noto o sie, or o batla go mo dira mme wa lelapa. If o batla wa noto, then it's fine, o tla go bana le ene go majideng, o tla go embarrassa one night, and you part ways, right?
I think what you're saying, it's very important. We must, as much that we must learn to distinguish between one not material and keeping material.
I think that's very
Because
important. So
as much as I'm saying PhD, go na le PhD e tla o rogang, e o roge, a go roge ngwanyana PhD, a go roge
exactly.
ka ditlhapa tsa thesis, a go roge mo pela batho, a go tsenye matlho mo pela batho, e be go nna le non-candidate, non-examination number e o tlhomphang. Now o tshwanetse o di lebelle o balance.
Yeah, so nna ke a tle ke re yalo. So how kry-ile a candidate that you want to keep, then it's your responsibility as a man, gore that person must be your project. You must cultivate, you must always motivate, you must always, work on the person that you want to see in 5-10 years to come. Because what's the point of being le motho a be o sa mo tlhokomele to a point of o tlhokomela le monagano wa gagwe, in as much as le ena a tlebe a go cultivate as a man mentally. So that's my other opinion as well. Wow. But se se botlhokwa ba gaetsho, nna I think le ka di bua tsotlhe tse dintsi, mare hey, peace e botlhokwa in a relationship. If o kry-ile motho o go fang peace, whether batho ba reng, maago a reng, raago a reng, ga o kry-ile motho o go fang peace, ke kopa gore o mo keep-e, right? And I like it. I don't know if from a Christianity point of view that thing is thing, right?
Kupo ye ke kupompalle comment ya ba re ke mang entle mbali Ako mpalle comment eo fela, o e balle ko dimo.
Ntlembali.
Ka dinagana, kopa e balle ko dimo.
How man, okay, after everything, okay, ya ga why nna ke sa e bone ke bona ya ga tsholo mos.
No, go tlase ga ya ke Rosina ya entle ko dimo, ya ko dimonyana, ya ko dimo gape. O tlo e bona.
Ke go godimo ga.
Ke
a go godimo. Oh, boy. A voice ya motho o ntseng a bua.
No, go na le e nngwe a re ke nagana ke utlwile voice e tla kgalemang bana ba rona.
Voice tla kgalema. Voice e ga ke kgalema. Ga ke itse go kgalema ke bua fela. Ke a leboga ke tla kgalema bana wait.
Continue, sorry for disturbing.
So like ne ke bua ke re ga ke itse gore maybe Christianity na le that principle or that philosophy. Mare
let me disturb you there in Christianity. Now, in a lot of quite number of people in the Bible, ba ne ba berekisa that mode wa gore ba tlhopelwa basadi. Tsamaya o ye ko mamang. Mo lo batla mosadi ko kae kae, mo lo isa. And it was because the old people were intelligent. They knew that kwa Molefe ba ka tsamaisana le ko lapeng la kwa Mokete, la kwa Mbambo, o la kwa Kgware or la kwa Modisadife. Kwa Molefe le kwa Modisadife ke batho ba ileng gore ba di-principle le di-values tsa rona di a tshwana. Now, monna re tlo go batlela mosadi kwa Modisadife, wena re tlo go batlela monna kwa Molefe. And then that was it. That's how they used to do things, because ba ne ba itse le gore di-values le di-character re tlo align. Now, that's why we work multicultural. Now, ke le koketso ke a tsamaya ke a Pretoria ke a Gauteng. Ke kopana le motsana wa kwa Kgware o tswang ko KZN. Nna ke tswa ko Northwest. Go thoma go nna monate le babedi. Mara ga tshwantse ke monyane le ko gae. E nna mathata. Because we from two backgrounds, two cultures that do not align. And re tla be re ipelela fela gore as long as rona re le happy. But now, we as human beings, we are interdependent. You cannot say bophelo ba ka le motho wa ka bo feletse between nna le motho wa ka, because ka tsatsi le motho wa ka tshwantse a go gae. Now it's go nna le clash.
Yeah, that's so true. And I mean, what I was about to say ties in nicely to what you say. The reason why batho ba bogologolo would tlhomela letlhokwa, right? Go tenya mosetsanyana o ra mmona o tshotswe koki teng re tlhomela letlhokwa e tla re after 15-20 years a be koki le mosetsanyana o ba nyalana, right? It's important because it's important. It was important because of the element that I'm about to talk about: respect and peace. Right? Gore batho ba we know each other's principles as families, so that will bring respect and will bring peace. Ga re tle go gogagogana, ga re tle go nna le dintwa. And that is what I was about to say about the Quran, right? The Quran says, in a marriage or in any union, there should be the first two principles. The first two principles say ki respect and peace. Then love comes at the end, meaning ga o na le respect and o na le peace, lo kgona go tshedisana mmogo. And I would like to believe gore really you will start developing those feelings of raratana. But it's very important gore re nne le peace le motho wa gago. Family e tla koki. Family e tla batho ba o nna le bone 2 days wena le motho wa gago, mara le ga mbano a nna le peace ko ga gago gona le gore o nne le peace ya 2 days. Nna ke a gana And Pabi o fetsa go bua something that is very important. Gore a ko re lebeleleng Corinthians 13 ga ile gore re ba dumedi gore let us be considerate towards others. And once we are considerate, I believe gore you will be open enough to wanna know the other person better. That's just me, without even judging them for what they do not have. Se lefatshe le batlang ba nne le sone.
No, ke a go lebogang gonne ke go utlwile ebile ka utlwa le founu ya lona ka go batla ke go utlwile
Ee, ke lebogile rra, ke tla lebella.
ga gona bothata ya ke Brian. He
Thank
invited me to an interview neng ba ntse ba baakanya ba batla go interview. Dumela Kidi Sebekedi.
Hello.
Can you please unmute? Can you mute? Le kae ausi wa ka?
Re teng o kae?
Ai, re teng ausi wa ka.
No, nna ga ke na swele ke utlwilela se se builweng. So ke tla re etsaela le nna. I just learn a lot anyway. Ke
Go leboga nna ausi wa ka.
ithutile something at the end of the day. So ga ke na swele today, maybe next time.
Go lebogile nna ausi wa ka.
Danko.
Go lebogile. Dango. Casey, koketso dumela. And koketso utlwela ausi wa ga bua. Casey dumela.
Hi, Cookie. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Sorry.
Sorry?
Ke re ke kgaitsedi ya ka wa Motswana buang Sekgowa monate.
Oh, thank you, Cookie. Monna Motswana said a whole lot, a mouthful, a whole lot that I wanted to say. That's why I was like, okay, let me leave because he said it all. But there's one thing. For me, I have 2 rules. I can never, ever date or be with somebody who does not challenge me intellectually. I have to have an intelligent conversation with you. Otherwise, I can't. I recently met somebody and we exchanged numbers. And this person, we're chatting. Hi, how are you, Casey? Oh, I'm fine. How are you? Kamuzo, hi, how are you, Casey? I'm like, oh, no. I'm a little under the weather, but I'll be okay. So he took some time to respond and I picked okay. Under the weather.
Under the weather. Under
Yeah.
weather.
So and then he calls like, so how
Under the
are you?
weather.
I'm like, okay, I'm a little under the weather, but I'll be okay. Ow, no leave is good wrong. And he's just like all over the place, and I picked okay, get under the weather. We get okay, no cool, get on sharp, don't worry. And then we finished talking. He hangs up, I hang up, and then he sends a message and says, I really love with all of my heart. I read that. I'm like, 1, you text Okalamahog. I can't. 2, heart. Like how? Drunk. Like I really can't. I was just turned off. I'm like, it's okay. Let's not waste each other's time. What did I do wrong? I'm like, no, nothing. I'll tell you when the time's right. Okay, cool. A second rule that I have is I never disclose what I do. For one reason, because society sort of labels us or put us on certain standards because of the degrees or the PhDs that we have. I want to sit down on the table and let's have a conversation, get to know me, get to know my heart before you can actually circle me around what I do and what I have. You understand? I'm gonna tell you what I do later on after I get to know who Cookie is and you get to know who I am. Then I will disclose what I do and where I've been and all of that. But I just feel like it just doesn't matter. What matters is, what are you doing? Are you doing something? Like you said, do something. But at the same time, for me, what is the something? Because people tend to have a hustle and they don't want to grow from that hustle. What is your vision? As much as o tsana kwa ntle and you are selling sweets on the streets, I respect that. But then where do you see yourself? I want somebody who's gonna say, ke rekisa di-sweets ko strateng, but I want to move from here and have a little tech shop. From this tech shop, I want to have a supermarket. Like,
Small.
dream big. And
It's a small. Yeah.
have some hausinyana, because people we get so comfortable and and stick at the same position. And I love what Mona Motswana said. The other thing is, it's not everybody with a degree or with a PhD who's smart. You've got a lot of people who are really empty and all they do is sit with you at the table and say, "Can I PhD? Kana malabale, ke na le page ne ke kopane le mama, I met the president." And that's all they do. Can I PhD ne ke kopane le president? I'm just like, guys.
Let me give you
The other,
let me say something, please.
Mhm.
I think I've said this several times. I interview people by lack of God and grace. I sit and interview people that are more qualified than me sometimes. And when we sit and engage on a work interview, somebody applied as a candidate, and we have to interview the person. And you look at the qualification and go like, okay, this person has got an honors, or even he's studying a master's. Oh, okay, that's good. All right, tell us about yourself. I am Gogetso Mulefe. Okay, fine. All right, it's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Tell me about you saw the job spec. Yes, you saw the JD. Yes. Tell me about what you think about a typical work day for this person, for this post. Now, me when I wake up, me and you like,
I.
Kante,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
and it's not about English. It's about how you are able to sell yourself out there. Sometimes a lot of people are they are ba tshwere ba re keng ba tshwere dipampiri ba badile ne mara ha o re ko ene ha re bue re kene ka ya pala. And one other thing that you
Exactly.
said that's very important with our brothers especially ke bo me bra ka o botsa ba re ke mang damana ba mo thuntseng ole damane ne ke na le ne ke tsamale
No.
hape nna re batho ntse re le union building le bo malema le bo eng hape ne ke le ko president malona phone what from that call papa o ne a phela nthare from whatever eo o tlile ka eng gae papa ne a ka tlo rialo ha ke tla papa e ka tsamaya ka aba o tlile ka eng gae what did you bring home o
Yeah.
keng se o supang gore
Mhm.
wena o kgona founela president eno what is it that you can point that ke yona etsa gore ke founela president
Exactly.
gata kore o founela I've got a friend o na le di-number tsa batho ba kaofela bo especially all these top guys o na le number tsa bona but a ka sendela message ya re mona ke a fundraise ke batlo ya botswana go ngomelele 200 mara you've got resources man a o se o motle o montle a o shaka o montle o kenya le weave tse dintle o tsamaya le babuti ba bantle ba the only thing about kupang what are you gonna have ke water can I have water but sparkling or still or bonaqua but and you're not benefiting anything it's a waste you're wasting resources you're
It,
wasting connections because you are connected but you're not doing
it,
anything with the connections it's a waste.
mhm. It really is. It's a total turn off. And for me, there's something Baby said that I agree with her 100%. But at the same time, let's remember this. Every parent, like Rabaton, when we've reached a certain age where we want to settle, we now know that my mother or my father or my family member is toxic. So you'd know when your mother is just this toxic person who just doesn't want happiness. And you'd know when a mother really wants what's best for you. So we need to be able to sift to say when a mother says, kweketso ngwanaka, o bona papi ene, this woman is really not right for you. Ha se ene ngwanaka. You know when your mother is saying it from a really good place and when your mother is just being toxic. And she said something really important. You need to be able to say, mama, but baby, how means she really is a humble person. Maybe hard and why you go but on the outside world, she's a super house. She goes for what she wants. You would get to see that side of her and convince your mother because you know your woman. Mama Okoki hides baby at that level, but you do. So you need to sit her down and say, hi, look on my go base. But this woman is a hardworking woman. But at the same time, there's probably a side that Mama Okoki has seen in baby that says, she's a super house. And I probably haven't picked that, but she has this side to her. If you move this, take this road, you guys are not gonna be happy because she's coming out as a 1, 2, 3. Sit down with her, let her explain why she is saying no, and be able to sieve to say, I'm mama and take time
with her.
and take time o lebelle babi before you go to that final stage ya gore ke batla go nyala babi. Say, okay, let me listen to my mother because your mother wants what's best for you. You get what I mean? But at the same time, you should also be able to see like a papi na bua gore stand up for yourself and say, now this is the woman I want. I have an uncle right now. When is it 2 years ago? And my mother said, Naga, I know you love her. But man, let me sit you down. Why and he refused. Arkarganyala. He came last month. Hey, nah, Arman, no. Musadio is like this, like this, like this, like this. And I said to Mama, I wasn't taste. And you are married in community of property. Divorce. And this and this. Now he is stuck he can't leave.
Community of what?
So let's be wise when you the biggest mistake ever. Never don't do it.
What is that?
It's
Community. Community of property.
Yeah, he did it. He did.
I see your dad in my thing. Now, thank you, Casey, for sharing your stories with us. Anyway, my sister, my friend, I'm coming to Botswana at 26, but we'll talk. It's community, what?
No, but
500 million.
people do it because society then says to you, if you don't do it, then you're not committed to this marriage. You need to give in with all, get inside with your all. And I say to them, that's stupid. One, it does not make financial sense. It just doesn't because maabane ko ke na bua gore na duela bo ma 14,000 per month and Koki is not going to tell you gore ke na le dikoloto.
We don't disclose.
The sheriff
We don't disclose.
Sheriff you had when community of property are I'm getting everything. Because Koki didn't say gore ke na le dikoloto ke go gopile dikoloto. So just don't do it. It does not make sense at all. One.
Casey, bye-bye, my friend. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye. All right.
Ente.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Yes. Man, Koki man. Thank you, guy.
wa re o etsa moshimano ga itse thipa le foroko o etsa matsogo yana matsogo kra a le kodimeng ka dibuing ha tsa ka thipa le foroko sa ya o kra ha ke khone a le khone mpona pila o kra ha thipa le foroko matsogo a o kra ke apply
motho a re o sa
a go tse video o entle ma etsa video na
motho a
video
re
ke
o sa
ngata
nama ke bona jwale I can't, guys. I can say it because I've got little followers or what. I can't.
no you can't yeah you could 398 you can't yes what o kra etsang
Sheba motho a ke tse o na sa steak se ka ponetsa ha ke re chipsi o wela mo tafoleng ke imaza wa bo
le
ke
dating
what's going on here ha ke phamisa hloho ke re he matso a fofa moyeng
flight
o
ya
entse
emela
can a ka re ke fly machine koki
777 why eh ile sin 777 kinga 358 ya buintle dintsinyana ke 358 maphuka ntse ya wa ja ka thipa le foroko and then entle
yo sheba ha tlo se
and then
ha tlo ja a qetetse ke itse ho yena wa sa tlo le thipa le foroko and o je ka matsoho wa bo because like it will be easier how jaka o nka ka letsoho o e ja o kila bona yo motho a ska ba relieved guys a iphumula mofufutso ka serviette scat a nyaka menwana
but you know
yeah
I always say
and
I
kana
always
go
talk
itse
about
o batla steak medium rare
but does he understand medium rare or king
ha e fitla a re ha ya butswa
ah I've got content. I'm going to do a video about this. I've got content. I'm going to do a video about this, guys. Medium rare. Hey, hey. Yeah, Bucha.
batho lo tla ke tshela jang koki ke gona ke re what do you mean ha ya butswa a go no ke tla nka as a doggy bag ke tla lo ifuthumatsa ka ke tla lo yetsa ke tla lo ikatella re e butswe ka microwaving guys the look on my face awa yo guys go tsamaya ko go bona no guys that's why getting English is very very important because it's just throwing words around without even knowing what they are like medium rare in medium rare that's why it's important to have like a little understanding of what you're saying about
Medium rare. I want to too much.
yo guys I wish I seriously I could be on like a video o bone like una yentse jang la understand ene ka go ona pina ne ke reng kulung qalo nnike maphiko wa bona ona yentse maphiko koki
But guys, exposure is important. Eh? Exposure is important. I've always spoke about exposure. I'm coming. I've always spoke about exposure. I've always spoke about exposure and I've told people how being exposed is important because some of us we are not exposed. Dio tse re di bona se re le baholo. Re bona fela o so le dating. Le boleletse ka experience ya ka ya nako a ntlha ke namela flight. Exposure is important, guys. And dio tse dingwe di batla re ithute tsona. Dio tse dingwe di batla re ithute tsona. But he re tla reng nkulunkulu ngicela maphiko khandi ise exposure ya botlhokwa a ke re bueng ka
very true. Ntho tse ding tlameha o di
a nnete enkulu ntelo pha maphiko a ke re bueng ka yona fela ka pelenyana fela the next coming 15 minutes exposure the experience o ke ileng wa kopana le tsona le motho kapa le wena you know it's very painful tse dingwe re di utlwa di-lifeng tsa bopadi ga ke tlo bua maka tse dingwe re di utlwa go bopadi gore go na le free range o bereka papa o e gola o e kry-a you know o kry-a 5 digit salary 5 digit and first number ya salary e se 1 ebile se 2 ebile se 3 ebile se 4 e le bo 5 go ako 5 digit salary tata ka 5 go ako mara e o palla exposure e o palla o kene restaurant kapa dining area a fitlhe ngwanyana ka bili a re kwa utlwa fela ke simolola ka bili o re bili a se bili ntho hantle o fitlha pele ka menu kapa o kena ba re menu ba re scan ba re utlwe waiter ere there's a QR code on your table you'll just scan the QR code utlwe go tsentsa na re dimana ha ke se menu king baby a ka re fe menu go tena go tlile scan the QR code ka re mo re fe menu a o itse QR code king exposure is important guys and unfortunately ke bophelo man re kopana le batho ba holetseng different places hasne a go QR code o tla we her menu ha ntwe ke tshabanya ka menu menu o utlwa o na le bo now when I was in Mozambique it was worse I've seen this thing I can't travel when I was in Mos, it was worse because now the menu that side is different from the language as well. Now, Momzanzi menu, mo, utafrantimo, metimo, utafrantimo. Utleba, habatlisa, the menu, but anything to drink. Yes, scan for menu, anything to drink, cash. Utle mutwari, kinacho mengu ya gari, mango, but are juice, or which one are mango, has your orange. Juice or orange. Okay, say still early in the morning, we only serving mimos. Would you like to have mimos? About do you have mango mimos? No, mimos I give mimos and that. But mimos about with which champagne? Or no alcohol, mimos. Ha! You kill you. There's no mimosa. There's no mimosa. Mimosa like a champagne or no or mango, no mimosa, no champagne, just mimosa. Hey her or you got a mango mimosa, but no papa with which champagne or no mimosa orange, which champagne orange menu menu blind now le engwe ke ya bo ore can I have strawberry I agree daiquiri wa pala strawberry daiquiri bare vision or non-vision ha yung sagakasi vision or non-vision yung sagakasi 8 okay vision or strawberry could the vision or non-vision we put engwe le ngwe ore none a non-vision a o tla gore mara ha ina alcohol gote o itse o batla non-vision ke tshaba menu hai menu e wetsa anyane menu e wetsa anyane ntho ke ndiza machine ntho ya moyeng ndiza machine ntho ya moyeng flight hai ntho ndiza machine ntho ke mmereko o ska ba bona hemon menu palla batho McDonald's da ba kentse ATM McDonald's hati McDonald's kentse ATM o bone batho KFC long street ka KFC o ka la le tele mara self-service kiosk le tenda ba tsaba ATM ya twa e be re pay here ya pala, and you know we must expose ourselves. You are healed. Thanks, my brother. Thanks. ATM ba tsaba ATM kiosk ba tsaba ATM Heyman bo e o ntse mpalla le ka jeno. How do you like your eggs? Sunny side, well done, or scrambled? Now ha ke tsebo sunny side ke feng ke e shinang, well done ke those type of questions, guys, and they are very important. We need to know those things because we're going to encounter them in life, and we need to teach ourselves how do you go about. Now we need to know how ba re sunny side ba bua ka eng, ha ba re well done ba bua ka eng, ha ba re you know scrambled ba bua ka eng. How would you like your eggs? Hey, self-service is empty. It is empty self-service because what was our ATM? Self-service I feel in a check out. How we do check out again? Are you done? Proceed to card. Now card muna o iputsa go card ke ba batla card ka ntle ba bua ka motšhininyana. Motho mo tso o batlang ba ga baby ntle le KFC wa ya KFC. Ke ne ke le bella ka so se ba reng ndisa machine banoi flight hey ke hlompha ntho ke phela ke le bella ha ona le ntho e ke leng expose bophelong ba ka ke flight ndisa machine. Number 1 ndisa machine ha o kene barikeng ha o kene airport o re tshwara o kene taxi ha o kene airport flight e yang Durban e kae ha se taxi ha o fihle airport o re flight e yang Durban e kae intina ne da ha se ha o irangeng o utlwa Durban tsena ka patela ha re patele intina ne da ndisa machine itina ne da ha o fi re ke didimaleng hai o re re ke didimaleng e re ke didimaleng hona le medium hona le rare hona le medium to rare hona le medium to well done hona le well done e tlang le biltong. Now rare ba se ba fa sona, medium to rare ba se ba fa sona, you know, and then well done ba sa pa, and the doctor ba re which kana ke eng ntwe, which sauce would you like to put on your steak? O tlamehile bo sotse ba re hona le bo mushroom sauce, bo barbecue sauce, o tshwanetse bo tseba di sauce. Ha o fitla airport wa ngopola a airport e mapele ya man a re ithuteng le bo thipa le foroko emna airport wena K hona le di not ba bitsa kana keng preferential queue kana ibitswa man, I'm trying to look for that word, priority. Hona le priority airport o ka tshwara ticket ya first class ya priority mara o fotse le rona molale ba ha ku ha ba fitla ka ba no papa wena you are priority ku le bo that side because ha re di easy fly safe e be o bitsa ka e be o bitsa fly safe how order flight safe e be rare, would you like to include a meal e bo re no or e bo re yes. Ha di tla ka kwa e bo tsenya ticket mo pateng ha Coke I'm going to swipe e bo swipe Coke ke re batla re bontsha re wa swipe ha o fologa ticket ya re meal included o forfeitile meal e o betsa now airport now the city ke 1A 1B 1C 1D 1E 1F wa kena wena o koketse mo festering le go fitla ngwana a bokana at 13 years. Sorry sir, I think I'm seated there. And you're like, what you mean you seated there? Because I'm on 1A kana go ya go 27C come wena o ikenetse wa itulela ha se bophelo ke motho a kene ka card a tshwere card e black card ya FNB a tshwere card e black ya FNB mara o ka ga dutse so airport 4 hours I emetse flight okay why can't you go to slow lounge ha ke na tšhelete se ka karateng ska o sha o kene o dule haba why o say slow lounge o lo dule slow lounge o dule o how you slow lounge o ka motho a bo order slow lounge ha ke na tšhelete ha ke na ntho tseo o pala go order slow lounge ha ke na slow lounge o pala go order o je slow lounge o iketle o je o nne slow lounge o blome o tswele ka ntle o tsume be ke internet o ye ka music room o lo mamela mmino highly lay off ditlheme tsa teng utlwe batho ba re ho na le connecting time kapa lay off back to the topic ha re tlweleng 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 slow lounge ke le ka kopana le bana ba bangwe re tswa ke kae mara I was late my flight was delayed ka 5 hours way hopola hlemna hopola man ke ne ke tswa kae mhlang ne ke tswa kae man flight ka was delayed about 5 hours babi wena entle ska bua ka water on the plane ke tlo hopola ne ke tswa kae my flight was delayed ka 5 hours I remember yes ne ke tswa Uganda when I came from Uganda ha ke fitla ke fitla le hona le abuto mona le dithukwa ka come on the other side anal aus ha re fitla airport ke ntse ke ba bontsha ke hore batho ke bone batho re karate black now the connecting our flight was delayed ka 5 hours I was supposed to come in and then go to the hotel and then check out most city lodge and then I can get flight back to Cape Town these people ke ba kra ba dutse ditilong ka ntle o ya thambo ba dutse so ba metse flight ne mind you we were late for 5 hours ba dutse so but it's sell so I'm asking this guy ke re kwene ke re are you fine yeah hey it's cold to tell my life ya simul no magalang kutla mas data e fedile a data ka ya fair hi hello am I fine all right exposure is important na gina masters guys exposure is very important guys le rile ke re ke rein now ke lona hape le re ke tlwele it's very very important expose yourself go out see things see people it's a time advance king a time advance and see places so that you are able to sit and with other people back to the topic we are done with exposure we are done with exposure we are done with exposure but it's very very important for you to expose and le bana ba rona a re expose bana ba rona you know one thing about exposure is that it gives you confidence hona le bana ba bang ha ba kena ka mara di mall ba matha mall from left to right e ka te ke hanta ta bona ba bang ha ba kena ka mara mall mami ke batla ngwana o jwalo ke batla mo le makala me di seat ke batla ngwana extreme a nang le confidence ngwana must not be afraid to make a mistake ngwana must not be spoiled must not be afraid to make a mistake Maldives Hey, Maldives imathata mafethu. Maldives 100 and something thousand. Maldives. Maldives ke mathata. Hey, Maldives ke mathata. Maldives ke mathata. Ha ke tsebe hore ke tla kgona ya Maldives. Maldives ya tura. Maldives is expensive. Hey, Maldives is something else. Now load shedding king, guys. King load shedding. What is load shedding? Why are people complaining about that? What's alarm? Why are people complaining about load shedding? What is that, guys? What is that? Mara nna ke boimaka no nna ke fodile hoteleng ha ke sa berekisa generator ha ke sa nna ke itse nna ke itse a ka tlo bua maka ka tle o na le yona load shedding nna ke tlo bua maka nna ke tlo bua maka I thought it tlo nna teng mo ke leng mo teng a ke itse nna I don't know you know a ke itse no traveling important to your mind go bua nnete fela babi life e tlo mbola ntho wa e gana le no I don't understand. I don't know what is load shedding. I don't know load shedding. Namo ke leng mo teng. Simpiwe. Ke network as load shedding ne. Mo ke network as load shedding. One day ke tlo bula ntho ya traveling One day ke tlo bula re bue ka traveling. Re bue fela ka traveling. Re bue ka bo ka go tswa di out experience ya hao ya traveling gore mohlang o ne o tswile le abuti le ile kae le ne le o ne o boneng o ne o la bayang you know how was the experience no passport stamp tlamehile bane le nthwane ngwana rona e bane le bo abuti ba le ba tswang passport stamp tlamehile e nne le bo abuti ba tswang. You can't see me bafethu ha re tloeleng. If you guys cannot see me then I don't know ka nnete ka mme a ke sa itse. If you guys say you cannot see me ha ile no kuhle lino kuhle. Let me try and do something. Let me try to do something quickly. I think I need to do something quite quickly. Let me try and do something quickly. Topic today re bua ka dating. Guys, give me half a second. I'm trying to do something. Ke go half a second, but bahlali, I can't cope with this thing. I need, these people must just come and install this Wi-Fi. Go fail once because yona e tlo mpalla e etsagalang. This thing connects at another moment, does not connect. Bahlali e tlo mpalla ya ke phelang ke phelang e tlo mpalla. I got to bua maka e ke phelang bahlali yo mpalla. Now bomme ba le bontate ba tshwantse fela batle ba tlo etsa se right gore bophelo bo ye pele. A ke re bahlali ke kopa fela half a second bahlali half a second makgowa. Okay, we are good. We are good. Let's try with this person. Now where's Pabi? Nna ke nana ke tlo gutlela hoteleng. Ka bophelo bo a se bo ke tlo bo phelang. Bonna se bo ke tlo bo phelang bophelo. We are good. Ke mang a batlang re be guinea pig? Re teste guys. If we are good, let's test with. I think ke make buile motho mo bophelong baka. I hope you're going to accept. Let's test. Oh, okay. That's bad. So Dumel,
Hello, Cookie.
I've never spoke to you in a life. Wait.
Can it?
Hey! Basadi banta. Basadi banta te batile ka bana ba bit. Hi Pabi.
Hi.
Ke le mai sa solo fela.
Mm.
Se lo go le mise mosadi o motona. Ba bone le maitseo.
Hello, Fabi.
Hi, Tolo.
How are you?
Kiteng okay?
Basadi banta. Bye. Le bona fela go ya bereka ntse.
Goodbye.
Hi.
Bye.
Hi.
Wait. Sky, don't take me out first. Add something to what I was saying earlier. Please. Ne? First. So, as much as I was saying, hey, Musadi must do something and what. Nah, the truth of the matter is that Nike Batlakuna housewife. Thanks, bye. Bye.
Ka mo utlwa network e khatila ka utlwa rena re. Utlwa fela so etsa something. Ka utlwa rona. Spew, how are you my brother?
I'm good, but just on January.
Ndiyaphila.
No, I just wanted to comment on two things. Firstly, on exposure. Exposure. Normally, I look at the determining factors for yoni because, for instance, I grew up between Northwest and Northern Cape. I'm at the demarcation board of those two provinces because I'm from Pampierstad. So yes. So for me, exposure, I was exposed in the sense that I would see things in TV, but I didn't have the means and the resources to access what I was seeing, in social media. So that is the reason why exposure become a challenge to us, especially in the Black community. It's not that we don't want to, it's simply because we don't have the means. I'll make an example. This year, with my work, I traveled to Mpumalanga. So the hotel that we were staying at, it was very close to Kruger National Park, one of the gates there. And my manager is very excited about going to Kruger. I mean, I'm like, hi, Tini Apple, like what's the point? And to me, the picture that I had of Kruger was a zoo, like what I've heard being referred to as a zoo. I thought that these animals are caged somewhere and we're just gonna get into this Kruger, see these animals, and we're out. He didn't even understand why I haven't been to the zoo because I actually realized that day, Hore, I have never been to the zoo. But I explained to him, Hore, imagine a young boy from Northern Cape. The priorities of my parents was to put food on the table than sorting out my fantasies and interest and exposing me to a whole lot of things. Typical of me, a lot of things I experienced when I was in varsity. I remember the first time I traveled from home because I studied in PE, by the way. So, like, benqabela ibhasi from Bloemfontein going to Port Elizabeth because Bloemfontein was a connecting point for me from Northwest to drive it that side. I get into Greyhound for the first time. I've seen this double decker bus, but I've never really been inside it. The whole night they offer me a courtesy coffee, and I kept on saying no, thank you, no, thank you. Only to be told when I disembark, Hori, that coffee is actually for free, eh? The one that you refused the whole night. And I was freezing in the coach.
Hey, Bob,
So it's
let me just
exposure.
step in.
Yeah.
I got first time I got into Kulula. I don't like Kulula and I'll never dive Kulula. I remember the seat was 12C. 12C.
Mm,
Kulula. Flying to Cape Town, 2010. I was offered food. I said
mm,
no. I was the only person who was not eating because I did not have money. And when I
mm,
got off, I asked this guy sitting next to me, why didn't you pay? I don't know, it's for free. You don't pay.
mm,
But I did not know. We all have missed that thing. You know, exposure, guys.
mm. So exposure is quite sad, especially for a person like me. I look at it as it was like a learning curve for me to transition from being poor to where I am today. So it's a very sensitive topic because it kind of like takes you back sometime when you think about it. Gore, like re godile ka tšhotlego, like we struggled to get to where we are. And it's okay. Like to the black child, I always say it's okay. One thing that my experiences have taught me though is to I'm unable to laugh at the next person that is not fully exposed as I am today. And it's a journey that I can walk with someone and be gentle with because I've been down that road. So ke fitla varsity, for the first time I saw a beggar, I mean it was ko varsity. I
Yes.
had never like seen a beggar simply because like our town it has water. We never had like your Nando's, um, your Steers. KFC was recent, ko Haswater. You understand? So I get there. I remember like I queued in the queue for there used to be this other place at campus called Cases. They were selling burgers and like your fast food. It was like a fast food outlet. So I stood in the queue and I kept on wanting people to pass me because I'm wanting to hear what it is that they're going to order so that I can also order the exact same thing
The
because
same.
I don't want to
The
embarrass
same.
myself. So, Kuvasiti, you'll get those girls with their twang English and what. The girls in front of me eat like cheeseburger with chips. I'm like, oh, okay. So I will order cheeseburger and chips. I ordered that for like a good week. Every day when I get to cases, it's cheeseburger with chips because I don't know the next option and I don't want to embarrass myself.
I still eat
So,
Big Mac. I still eat Big Mac. My man, you can relate, eh? I still eat Big Mac up until today. I, I hear people talking about chicken fold over. What? I eat Big Mac up until today. Because
mm,
when I went to McDonald's, the burger that was popular was Big Mac medium, Coke,
mm.
no ice. That was
But you know what is the saddest thing, Nekarona? Once you become exposed, you forget of your travels very quickly, and
mm.
you start to look down on people who are starting off. That's my only issue that I have with people who are exposed. They forget quite quickly where they've been through. Like you become so arrogant to the point that you will say, "Hore, I don't understand hore motho o kgona jwang mo taxing once you have a car." But little you used to use a taxi and you were fine with it all along.
But simply, but
So I
but but
think
Spew, let's talk. Spew, let's talk. Let's be frank. Are you driving?
I'm driving.
Uh, what's your take? When last were you on a public transport?
About 2 weeks ago,
And was it for a distance?
yes, it was for a church trip. My church normally uses mass
No, no, no,
transport.
no, not that. I'm talking
You mean
about you.
commuting?
Yeah,
Commuting? No, I've
yeah,
never
commuting.
commuted. Since I bought a car, I've never commuted with public transport.
I'm going to challenge you. One day, take a bus, ne? Take a bus
Yeah.
from Hartsvater to Bloem. One day, you will. You know. I don't know what's Halankarona, but you feel like you can cry. You'd feel
Yeah,
like you can
we
cry, my brother.
we we
I
forget.
I I I had to take a bus last week, Thursday. I postponed for Friday.
Mm,
Friday, I said that no, I'm going to drive. I drove down to Joburg. Now I had to come back. I had to take a bus in Joburg. I'm like, no, no, in Pretoria, I'm like, no, Klelata Joburg. Joburg, I'm like, no, man. I can get like until I reached Bloemfontein. When I was in Bloemfontein, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to end up driving back to Cape Town and then back. I can get bus. I can na
mm,
kara ka baby jam. That place go trying ticket go block. It
mm,
man, it feels somehow, man. It come on, bus ke ke la hlile ke le beta. Ke batla go ikomanya wa ke ne ke flight even though it's expensive and it's
mm,
I don't know what the system does to you, but it in a way it changes you,
mm,
tourism sense. You guys, ke tshaba go ba exposed. Go ba exposed ha go sharp ka nako tse dingwe le gone.
mm,
It's yo.
mm.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm,
And it
mm-mm.
makes you think people are not people sometimes. Like I'm at the level of my life where I don't understand why someone has to struggle, if you get what I'm saying. Not that I'm looking down on them, but I don't understand how like sometimes I look around, especially ka kerekeng, and I wonder gore Modimo, why a tlogela people to because who struggle in life, there's nothing nice about struggling. Like even for Christians, it's a problem because people sometimes associate being spiritually gifted with being poor. Gore ha o le
Exactly.
poor, that's when God will bless you spiritually. And I'm like, no, but we don't have to get to that level to be spiritually gifted, if you get what I'm saying. So like sometimes, like ha ke le ka kerekeng, I tend to question, I wonder Modimo o tla fa these people a chance to experience life the way now my prayer is for everyone to experience the transition of life that I've had so far in my life.
What is your worst fear?
It's going back to where I used to be.
Exactly.
And that is,
Exactly.
to me, it's a motivation even. Like, I don't know. So Missy once said, his biggest fear is being poor because he wants, I don't know if you have read his book. He even mentions it in his book. Hori, there was a time when he lost everything. But he said one thing that situation taught him, ke hore he should never ever go back there. And I'm at the same level of my life. Like, there's nothing fun about being poor. You missed out on a whole lot of things. It's you are basically just breathing. You are not living. I normally say to people, kere, bophelo bo thata, but life it's bearable. You know, like life is bearable. Bophelo bo thata, bophelo. Once we are stranding, everything is digmaga. So with that being said, one of the things that also helped me cut transition, exposure, ne, was my ex-boyfriend. So my ex-boyfriend he was older than me, and he was very, very exposed because he met me kisali an intern, and I didn't really know much about life. I remember going to that guy's place, Nadula Westgate, and I used to stay in Soweto. So I would get to his house, and Kabushiu, you'll want like baby shower, and I would be like, "Hi man, ke tlhapile furugu." So what's because I kere go gopela ke tswa Soweto, so go dula mo dirumong having to bath, it's like now I ke ya gae. Every time I go ko Pampristad, kore wash go tlhapa ke mmereko, o tshwanetse o beye metsi, kumele wa galele in Vascom, and then you must bath. After that, you must uhlambe Vascom. It's a total job itself to wash. So I think I had a same. Yes. So I used to get to his house. Are baby, are you not gonna shower? And I'm like, no. Digezile in the morning, di right him na. Because it's in me, gore, hey, go tlhapa ke mmereko. But because he did that with love, that transition was a best experience ever. I wasn't resistant to his exposure because he did it with love and care. So he would take me to restaurant. I didn't know, like by then I was not a restaurateur. Like I wasn't going out because remember salary ya ka e ne le mogolo wa from A to B. That car ya go tseya from A to B, ha o kgathale gore na le di-aircon or what, you just want to get to your destination. So he did that with love. So I'm wanting to tell everyone, mo gore ba be open to exposure, especially with the right person, because lerato it's an amazing thing, especially when you are with the right person. It never ever feels like a job. Normally I tell the potentials that comes and makes advances to me, gore, don't come into my life and disturb the peace that I've worked so much hard to attain. So for me, I had Monna Motswana earlier on speaking. For me, ki respect, ki peace. If you can't give me that, I have no space for you into my life, because I just feel like you are going to disturb the very same life that is difficult on me that I'm trying to push. When are you just gonna make it even more harder?
No, ke utlwile Spear, ke utlwile, my brother. I agree with you in a lot of things. My worst fear, people that know me know that my worst fear is poverty. Ke tshaba ka pelo ya ka eng. And I try by all means to avoid it, even Gongwanake, even. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for sharing your experience on exposure, and I'm happy that you are able to question what I always question. Why is God allowing people to struggle? Struggling is a problem. Now I only started sleeping on a bed. Ha ke fihla tertiary. That's when I started sleeping on a bed. And it shaped me. That thing shaped me. That's why now ka dlala ka dilo tse kaofela ka di etsa kaofela ka tshameka ka dilo tsa kaofela ga ke tshameke ka mmereko because mmereko le education di nkintshitse from where I was and ke di value thata mmereko le education di expose it ke ne ke sa nagane gore nka tse lengwe mara anyway thank you brother Simpiwe re tla bua thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
Ke mang o latelang ntate Tau ke moshimane pampiri start ka pampiri start ka kholong ka
Hello cousin.
shabo jwang se
Ke shapo nna a ke bue sepane ne ke re hela ke gopotse kopa o ska lebala go e posta ko YouTube ne ka e need.
sharp.
Okay, sharp. Thank you.
No, guys, not what you mad. Now that's why I value education because now I was raised in a family. Nkunaka had nothing, but the only thing that he used to give us was that there were two things that my grandmother lived for: was God and education. God and education. Tick name food. The rest really bona late. No snabos. Busa ne le bona bo. And ke tlhompha mmereko wa ka. You know, it and the more you get elevated in life, the harder it becomes sometimes to think to go down. That is why nako tse dingwe re bona celebrity di jola celebrity, the richer ba jola the richer because ba bua language e one. Anyway, back to the topic: exposure, dating someone from a different level, different culture, different whatever. The challenge. O kila katana la buti o utlwang gore mara mo ke a lwella. O utlwa gore mara mo ke a lwella. Ha bua bo Maldives, Bora. A sa re Bora. Bora. What do I do? What do I do for what? Tebo, come here and explain yourself. Bora. 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 Dating different cultures. Motho a bonang dintho ka leitlho la KZN, no di bona ka leitlho la Northwest. It's a problem. It is a problem. Ka bo dating ngwana mama. Tebo, I don't understand what you say. What do I do? I get tlhaloganya o swaka. That's still the conversation. That's still the topic. Request angeli bueng le nna. Yes, blessed. I agree with you, my sister. Dating within your level. Job wise. Oh, tell you what I do job wise then, guys. I'm a shine. I'll never meet a shine. Oh, for a living. What do I do for a living? I'm a pastor. I'm a minister. I'm a minister. I'm a minister of the world. And then part-time, Kishana the geek. I'm a geek. What's going on? Why do you have part-time? I'm a geek person. Yes, Casey.
Hi, Koki. I haven't asked.
Oh,
Good.
the MC had. Yes.
What?
What an
I
ask.
haven't asked. I have a question.
I'm listening.
Everybody's asking, why is God allowing us to suffer? And my question is, what's our expectations? Like, should then everybody just have money and
No,
live happy? And
no, no.
maybe I don't get.
But God must not allow. There are certain families that no one in that family is doing anything. They are all below bare minimum.
Hola,
Now,
Mm.
show me, brother.
I'm not.
Kim na chat.
Not. Mamela, can I just get into this? That go to Ibutang, just real quick, nje.
All right, I'm sure. I'll check.
Yeah, because Lena just don't understand the concept of people praying to God and then there's no equality. But Papa is saying some who don't believe in God background. I think that the concept of God, nah, personally, I believe the concept of God, le Bible, the I emphasize mo dingqondong tsa rona, and which led to a point gore even if wa paisega or even if wa paisega or life a yo grand, you'll just have hope ka lebitso leo gore Father God o teng. I understand, which is sometimes it's fucked up sometimes. I would say. Sorry if I'm offending anyone, which is fucked up because of you cannot mfetole motho o dula o ntse ore go tlo ba grand modimo and then he does nothing for you at the end of the day. Sometimes people ba border ba ntse ba rapela and nothing is happening. I understand. I guess ke mang KC.
Yeah, I'm
Wa bona?
here.
Yeah.
hmm But
Nna
then I think for me, and I hear you guys, and I totally understand and I agree with you. But at the same time, I try to uh, look at it differently and say, look, why was Jesus born of a carpenter? The mistake we make is, I think we mix salvation with materials. I think there's a powerful whatever explanation why Jesus was born of a carpenter, coming from the poorest families. I think for me that was saying materials don't matter. As much as we want to live a comfortable life, but having a relationship with God is what's important. I'll give you an example, and this is very sensitive, and I'm really sorry to my friend to be sharing this with the world. A friend of mine 2 weeks ago went through something that broke me, and I don't even know how to even get over this. She's been struggling to have babies. She had more than 7 miscarriages. So somebody comes to her and say, apparently this person has been convincing her for over a year to say, look, I know somebody in Zimbabwe who can help you. Come through this. So she then said, okay, you don't even have to come through for now. This person can pray for you over the phone. This person prayed and told her, get a pad and, you know, spread this on that pad and wear it the whole day because you've been bewitched. Stuff will come out of your whatevers and you'll be able to get pregnant. They did that. The pastor prayed and that happened. She fell pregnant. And I'm only discovering this last week that that's what happened. That's how she fell pregnant. Okay, good. So she gave birth 2 weeks ago, Saturday. Saturday, the husband calls me and says, your friend is not home. I went to the store, came back, found house to let. Okay, we are panicking. This person literally just was discharged 2 hours ago. Where is this person? We are all over looking for this person. We're making calls only to discover later on that she crossed the border. And how she crossed the border with jumping my fancy because she didn't have an affidavit for the kids to travel. They are going to see this prophet. And we make research on this church and only to find out it's a cult and they believe on some black Jesus for the black people. There's no such thing as some crazy stuff. It's a total cult. So and then as I was trying to research on where is this coming from, why would she do this. We've always prayed together and encouraged each other, only to discover that she had given up at some point and said, you know what, this Jesus of Nazareth and whatnot orates certain people, and she decided to. So for me, that then said to me, she was never really converted, because like, I don't know if you get me. She had this thing, hell. You get what I mean? This is why it was so easy for her to quickly just say, okay, there's a Jesus for the blacks and there's a Jesus for the whites, and the whites are manipulating us with this whole thing. And then, because God knows our hearts, God knew her, okay, she's not fully converted. She's gonna take this route. And I need to save her life because let her go through that route and show her. Because sometimes we'll be like, family has suffered, but why is God allowing this family to suffer? We don't even know that their hearts. Maybe God is allowing them to go through all of that because God knows that I'm trying to.
Okay. Thank you, SMJ 735. Thank you. Sure. Yeah. Where were we, Kwanji? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. God is not a concept, ne? God is not a concept. It's a belief system for other people that believe in Him. He's not a concept. It's a belief system. And I always say all the different belief systems, we don't need to convince each other that my belief system is best and better than the other, because we will never ever end that topic. He's not an idea. To other people, God is everything. To others, is an idea. So I never want us to talk about that. No, let me not go there. Let's not go there. We can't talk about belief. You know why I don't like talking about belief? I've never had that topic, belief. The dating, because I'm not going to be useful in talking about belief. I'm studying theology. I'm going to try and enforce that theology is right. And like I always say, Golona, ha o believe mo something, ke believe mo se seng. Rapela ya hao, ke rapela ya ka. Ke phela ke le for example ka lewatle. When you go to Durban, I've never seen it here, but when you go to Durban, you will find people ba berekisang ba kereke ya, you will find batho ba kereke ba rapelang ko metsing, ba tlo nka metsi ba lo rapela. You will find batho ba dingaka ba tla ka dikerese le whatever ko metsing. You will find the Muslims coming to the water. You will find batho ba Shembe coming to the water. You will find those that believe in Marmite and all that going to the water. They are all created by one person, but used by different beliefs. Now, there's no need for us to say which one is best than the other, because I gave you an example. Yeah, mate. It's been used by everyone across border. Mate, it's been used by everyone. And but you go there, you're going to dip yourself 7 times. It's good for cleansing. But it's the same water that is being used by different people. Now, there's no way on earth that we can prove that which one is best than another. We can't. It's a belief system, and a belief, it's for you. It's for you to be able to something that you believe that's going to work for you. And like you say, we all want life, and we want it from different angles. Now that one, yeah, believe, guys, yeah, faith, we will never, ever, ever win it and prove to one another which one is best, because good. Masambe nun, masambe. Ke ne ke bua fela ka batho ba jolang. I haven't answered you about what, my brother? I haven't answered you about what, my brother? I don't know what is it that I haven't answered you about.
So like multicultural relationships and stuff, ne? The difficulties and challenges of multicultural relationships and stuff is that yeah, ke batla go itisa Sam Gem 735 because we won't finish if somebody doesn't bring the horses back to the whatever, the cows back to the kraal and stuff. So
What does that mean? The cow back to the grass.
It means exactly that.
It's in school, wait.
So yeah, I was actually speaking about this on my live, ne. Kari, like, let's say I get Pearl. Let's say Pearl is a Tswana girl, ne, and she's marrying a Zulu guy. I was thinking about the intricacies selling Aluleo. Those are such.
It's actually an interesting thing.
How so?
My experience, Sam, I see you requesting, and I hope it will be about the topic.
I see dudes in front of you. Double Sam Arch.
No, it's actually a beautiful thing and an interesting thing when you see people, because in most cases, Balola Nalina, but Nguni speaking people, it's nice when the men of Nguni speaking anyala any other culture. But when the women of Nguni speaking have been married into the other cultures, they don't want to take, most of them, they don't want to take that the acts of that culture or the principles. Zulu woman is Zulu woman.
As
They
a
don't want
Zulu
to be
woman forever. I get that.
But Zulu, abanyetse bopel
Anyone else?
bokgono ba bomnakwethu. Mara Zulu women they don't. Zulu women, Xhosa women, Xhosa.
basadi ba mazulu ba tlhompha tšhomi ya ka.
Yes, my friend.
Yeah, so ya bona ko basadi mo mazulu a ke tsebe ka maxhosa o ne a rata tšhelete nka se go bolele maka o na le tšhelete o nae ithatela tšhelete fela mara bona mazulu it's different mfana.
Okay, and stuff. No, actually, I feel like as much as we try and pin this whole thing according to tribes, gore mang mang is more respectful, mang 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 mang. I think it really all boils down to how you were raised, number one, and number two, how your relationship works. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you can get Mayano Muzulu who's very disrespectful because Okudis is real. Ne. Mare. You can also get Mayano Mutswana who's very respectful and who's also very respectful to her husband because her husband Lene has that thing, you will respect me now. And I'll respect him. I don't want to go into that topic, Leone, because Leone doesn't end. Mare, it's the topic ya gore, if I'm well led by my husband, I will follow accordingly. So
what is a well led husband? What is a well leading husband, Papa?
Oh my word. It all boils down to what we're saying, gore. A husband who yaka obatla a wife who's doing something with with her life, ABC 1 to 3. Linda, for me, a husband who's going to lead me accordingly is a husband who has vision, who has plans for the future, who doesn't want to stay stagnant in one place, you know. Who has plans for wait again. I see us having ABC 1 2 3, and then we can work together to reach those goals that we will set together. Akere Linda, there's also my say that I will have there. Mare, as my husband, and you have a belief, you have a goal, you have vision. That for me, as Babalo, that is when I'll feel like I'm being led accordingly. I'm not gonna look at your financials. I'm not gonna look at anything really. Sam, kubua Babalo,
Hi.
wait,
Hi.
wait,
Aus.
wait. No, I'm not done,
Hi.
dog. I'm
Okay.
not
Okay.
done.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Because I'm speaking about me personally.
Okay.
Ke
Okay.
bua ka Babalo
My
kgware.
bad.
Thank you.
All right.
So now I'm not looking at your financials as my husband. I'm looking up at what at you know, yaka ribua as like husband and wife for no wait again. This month Huyana Liana. So I think this month we need to do ABC and 1 2 3. Bekele, okay, no, I've got you there. And then Linda can say, oh my word, wait, so this month I didn't get paid by this brand and this brand. Habibari, no, it's fine. This month I've got us. So ABC 1 2 3. And we just like I don't know. I don't know how to really put it in a way that I can articulate my words properly. Mare, yeah, I'm saying hore. I can sip.
Okay. Kubu tsage.
Ah,
Kubu tsage.
okay.
Akere in this case o bua ka wena. So
Yes.
wena, would you marry? Let's say comes a guy, the intentions are they're pure. He loves you.
Yes.
Everything is okay except the financial side. And then this guy, remember there was this guy on a proposal of KFC. You remember?
Mm.
Yeah. Same situation. This guy was but like what's the means of our bonds to an extent gore lerato la gage e fitla mo kae, and then o kopa go monyale, and then he has nothing but una le support from maybe family ya hae o kopa go o nyale. Would you wena personally o monyale knowing gore a gona a better chance ka osane gore you guys are gonna be financially okay?
Mare.
It's fine. Like I said in the beginning, hore I'm all about a man who has vision, and I'm definitely willing to support my man on that vision in any way that I can. I think that's what really charms me about a man is that if onali, like if you look into your future and you see something there, sing gore, like you want to sit and be stagnant in one place and not do anything really to grow, then mare. Yeah, I hear myself mare. As Babalo, I know that I'm never going to depend on my man 100%. I can't do that. It's just not something that's in me. I always contribute, even if because some men are very hard headed and about a 50-50 type of thing, babatla a 70-30 type of thing. So, so I'll contribute my 30%. I'll contribute my 30%. Mari, there'll also be things that maybe he can't see that I'm contributing to. Nje, as umama wekaya. Yabo. Another thing is that I feel like I wouldn't want to be with like an intensely rich man because I feel like then they can overcompensate with their money. You know, if there's anything that goes wrong, he knows that he can shut me up with his money. If there's anything where I feel like he's falling short, why is it no, I can wake up and go to Gucci and get her a bag. Whereas I feel like an average man or a middle class man or just somebody a regular Joe, o tla go bontsha. And I feel like the effort is more important to me than the actual act. Something as simple as buying me a chocolate. We I can't come see her empty-handed, so let me buy a chocolate. Something as simple as I love ghost pops. So how hate that when you buying whatever groceries, got change your setting on take a ghost pops. What that is for me. I don't look at relationships the way that you look at them. When I see my partner, I really try to see the bigger picture and everything. So I will never look at you at face value. I'll never look at you at face value. I'd want us to have convos and see where we're going, and yeah, man, then we'll grow together.
Mare.
Hey.
But thank you, Pap. Thank you, Pap. Okay.
Mashankura, guys.
Tšhelete. Banyana. Tšhelete. Monate. Tšhelete.
Marilena Sam Ukasi, I don't think you'd ever be okay with dating Wanyana Adulang Aukupa things all the time. We're not about Wanyana actually send something to the table. Couple, are we like being gender biased about this? Lona girls, we want guys with money. You guys want girls that are independent too.
Yeah, that's true. One need obviously. Learn how out never over the when kissing next, but it's different when it comes to machita because of banyana they expect deal from the out more than that, and out over yo like girls always expect home shimani adule ebe yena or contributing to relationship. It's always like that because
But why? But
okay
why? It's because
why
Majida Halkala in a relationship. You promise me heaven on earth. You never really sit down with me and tell me, Rota Gimbi, I'm working a 9 to 5 job and I'm only getting 6,000 rand.
those are
6,000
ways,
lending in and I
darling.
make a patel of this and this and this and this. And
Yes, she never
and
told
you do
me.
not sit down with me and communicate me to me, Hore, baby, this is my
Okay,
shortfalls and these are my shortcomings and whatevers. Instead, rekela di eng ha di qala, rekela di label, rekela. I'm going to get used to that. And once you
okay,
stop doing that, now
mamela ke darling. Okay,
okay.
okay. Then kinna lwena. Now I'm telling you, okay, darling, I'm earning 15K and get an steady solid.
Sorry, my brother. Sorry, I was trying to add Silva. Sorry, neger Kenya Sylvia. Neger Kenya Sylvia. Sorry. Silva. Neger Kenya Silva. Sorry. Yes, and
Kae?
Moto. Le guy, Pap.
Ke phetse mongaka. Dumela o siente
Ah,
mo. Wa tseba nna ha ke na mantswe a
Hi.
mangata ne. Mara ke bone ka re taba e ya marato le kapa manyalo hore a qetelle batho ba qabana. Motho e mong le mong natural o hlaha a hola a na le di-standards tsa hae.
Amen.
Now, including banana ebile haholo ke bona batho ba ratang ho posa taba di-standards. Then problem e be hlaha me le horeng nna ke le motlong ke na le di-standards tsa ka. Ke bona hore naneng ke na le tsona mara ha ke ikafoti. E be jwale ke be ke batla ho hook-up-a motho e mong, mora motho e mong kapa moradi ya motho e mong a tle a tlo tla meet-a di-standards tsa ka. E re ha a sa di meet-e be re naneng banna ha ba enough kapa batho ba bomme ha ba enough for rona. Di-standards tsa hao ha o no di seta ke ne ke le siko, and it's a beautiful thing to have standards, mara also have your own personal plan and motion with without ka tjhelete ya ma bear standards tsa hao ka tjhelete ya hao haebe o kgona ho se afford-a se ka batla ho se attach ho nna ke yona fela nna
But also the problem Mama Mutong hape problem ke nanane. Ke dula like right now. Ke dula ntlong ena le toilet ka tlung e sharp and stuff like that. And then when I'm motlong wa tla mona na o dula back room ha ke o shakela bsu go tlo dula slope mereng. That's when now you are disturbing my peace. O beile
Now I
standard
was
o batla ngwana na motle jalo ka entle, but how to kgona ho afford? Do you understand?
wa bona yona eo ke dumellana le wena nthong e one fela ke dumellana le wena nthong e one nna e tla be le nna problem ke le motlong ke tlotla ke tloa ke lata motho a mono wa ikafota ene ke a bona hore nka se kgone wa fota ke dula backroom wa nka lo lata mo leng teng ke tlo tisa room me le hore ha o hloka ho ya ntlwaneng ebe jwale o tlameha o dule ha dimathuana ke na le problem ke le jwalo nna selfa se problem ya hao ke ya so we should know what I'm saying, we should know our positions, guys. Re tlameha re
Mamelang,
tsebe
guys.
rona re di master.
Now come Monday. Come Monday. Is it Monday or Tuesday? Monday. Nigel Soweto. Kili Villagas. 1947. Legal Belagayo. Now as I'm sitting, we are eating. Comes this other guys, Kadi, nice pakis. Now while talking and eating, had hey, cookies. Bashiman Basoweto. Had Bashiman Balkishin in Ubashom. Kirabaita. Had you went. Mutua Monaguri, entry. Most of them, okay, who can omongwe nzirija? You know, he acted big. This thing of exposure. No, man, you know, so how do I maya kilibella? Uso phone yana ya ka apple how come mthatho apple ya lithole one? Utse ke we fa mo le masamike ka yona isa le ya malatsi. What big? No man, you know, and then he goes out utsamaya ka ya risinyane ngwe ke le ya malo. And then bashimane ba so wethi bona. And then umngata hapi omongwe dutse ka mora. Wa let me check something. I think thing. You. Yeah, thing. Now, the Omungu Gamraga. Also, I got him tlase. Him, I want us to do a business plan. I want us to do what? I want us to do this. I want us what? All right, Sha. Both of you are good to me. I want us. No, man, there's a Inging. I'm here. You're going to meet me. Hey. Even Muyana Baraki, some name you too. Yo. Tatola. Thank you, guys. To Victor. Thank you, Pulat. Thank you, guys. At 180. Thank you, Tena. At 120. Base. Now, I'm adding all that. Why are these people by Tayan? Why but location in Baita? So why most of the location? Why by Tayan? Kate, when now we
and Koiki, wana batho ba ba etsang
Mamela and but Muto, Hata Kaunkan, Okakopana Lene Mune, I impress, Aunk. Ar how tena kwa bon, hali driver, una nolia townhouse room, kapala stand alone, Nichigelen. Okay, upege pilan to so it. I don't know kin to ya. Ar how can the fitela come row? How fitela come row? Ola wana bedroom le mazengi. Obana bedroom ya le ngwe mo gare. Skana na busiwa out ola le bathroom. Busiwa fuwa bucket. Abuti apere 14,000 ma go fuwa bucket. Ke ga no ke problem. It's a problem. It is a serious problem. We don't our priority are not the same.
Nkile ka phela Soweto na go telelenyana ne ntho e buang ke nnete. Unfortunately majitara a hloleha rakas wa bona daiding ya o impress ya re tabola baka ene ntho e buang ya o kena ntlong o nana ke ntlo ya hae ya feta ya ka di backroom a ke tseba blind o ya ka morao ene o ska nana o mo na le toilet ke mathata ka moka a ke rotla bo bone ntho ke eng le dibitsang koloi tse le ratang entle koloi tse le di ratang di vropads a ke re yo latile man chisana minda ya o hlantsa ngwana ka wa bona hantle left hand seat e o isa ona ka morao ka di backroom ngada locationing most of the time it's that hobby nje abana hane majitara abana hane aha orana ba dieha una ne kolo impressa nga ka to isa backroom nda then you just know it and it's all about impressing and it's fucked up, it's bad.
I had a friend Koki ne. She got picked up by such a guy. Go clubun somewhere ne. Are the guy apere smart and stuff like that. Haba fitla balogo bala back room. I was saying, okay, she's a snobunyana, kilabon. I was saying her, she felt like it was raining on her face. Ha shaba udime abona. Omna masenke eta ro tenkiri. I can't be talking about road till say. Ke wa bona the thing.
I'm on the outside. I'm on the outside. You tell away.
So get used to this stuff. When life is like
le teng harere everyone will own a town house akere nako di a fapana but
no
ntho
mamela
motho ha tsebe lane ya hae man ska ha o tlo kotsi motho wa apere like ho tloa hlong ya fatsha wa counter ke mo ma 20,000 o vaya ka pholo a re ya hae shapo then o tlo ya back room masenkeng a jwang ke yona problem ona
no
ona
I'm not saying motho a ithana zo le kasi ya kasi o ka kry 2 room kasi kapa 3 room wa ikenya bathroom ya ba clean ya ba neat ya ba sharp hey le re bontsha mehlolo le lona bo osi re thotse fela re didimetse ha re batle bua ka lona ha re letetse motho ke kgona ho tsamaya ke le go bala mo dulang mo teng ke go bala bosiu kaofela mara o seng a ke tswa ke tlo go bala the whole day mo ke nnang mo teng because o go bala skepeng mpeto o bohloko mo mpeto ao ha ke go betse mo tlamehile ke tlo go bala hape mpetong wa ka ho na le bausi ba sileng ba tsile ba go bala mepetong e fedileng ha mpeto teng ha mpeto tsa lona ha o betse ka mora teng ha o tsebe gore ke ka more kapa ke ba re ke mo ba ke ntompeni go tletse o tlhakatlhakane mara ga go bala ga itshoka ke ga be re lebeletse gore ga be re lebeletse fela bo osi go na le penti e nngwe ke ele mo kgoneng ga o itse gore ga e bone yo meletse ra itshoka ba utlwe motho phakela ka fa nna ke a tsamaya re itshokile banyana
ya banana le bo ya bona e utlwisa bohloko ho feta ka di-standard tse tsa bona tse ha qeta motho a otle di-weave a hlaya o tlile makeup on fleeky and all the stuff most of them the bigger percentage a re le mojawebong kwa kopana le bona ntate ba di bethile ntho tse motho a khutla o ya habo number 1 mara setse ana le bo ma 30 years 32 2 children going home ntsa robala tlasa papa le mama mara ka ta o tlo khuta claim hore hey this guy at this age 32 you are still staying with your parents or maybe you are on your 2 room you're expecting me to be owning a mansion by now 32 ona le 32 mara ona mathata
we're still nesting. We are nesting. We are still nesting. Re tlogelle hle ao.
Lenalo too much like lenalo ba impractical nje sensible nje and kana go wena o na le 32 o bua taba tseo tse jwalo gore nane you're expecting me to be owning a mansion ka hona le thaka ha o kapa ngwana o mosiang ka 4 years wa 27 a dulang kwa hae o na le apartment wa driver she is hustling but wena ha nka o jwetsa ntho o tlo nhlasela ka adama
my brother Mutlou, women sometimes they are unrealistic.
But guys, now, okay, I understand that, but because responsibilities ha di tshwane ka nako ke dutse ka tlasa mama le papa because mama le papa need hore ba survive ke nna ke thusa hore ba survive so imagine me now leaving and saying ke lo qala bophelo kae just because a 27-year-old then o sebetsa kae I'm still helping out at home. It's not that I'm living at home by choice.
Enter, let me correct this. How old are you, if you don't mind me sharing?
I'm 31.
You are 31. Now, when you meet a 31-year-old guy, Oscar the expectations story away to table pillow. Men don't want to be men. Because most of Banyana they I'm gonna ask. Most of Banyana they want unrealistic things. Say the basola. Muntu aki go wena. How? You still staying with your mom? Habona. O batla gore nna ke montshe mathateng a kwa bona. Kwa nnang le mamae le papae le ba buti ba ithu. Le bo oswa ba bana le. Nna ke ntho tse tlhotseng
West Party West Party bo tsia ba
logo ya gate ya kwa West Party ha ba sa be ba le ba holo wena ha iso bu gate eo koloi e hlotse timer lao koloi e hlotse timer hana koloi timer lao mme wa go ha so ka palama koloi ya bo le hlotse mara e be le batla go nna re tlo re le rescue And
Abuti
Kalako,
wena.
you're not even willing to work with me. O batla
A
hore
ba
nna
to an
ke tla ko
extent ya hore a ba to an
Yes,
extent ya hore a poste bo butwa hae a re naneng my brothers bo butwa ntse ba dula hae ba le ba holo wena mara yena ba expectile wena o tlo tla o tshena the whole situation ya bo butwa ba hlolehile ba ntse ba dula hae a sena problem le ntwe.
Hey, what's up, Fethu?
Me, I
Take it
don't
to
mind.
the
I
these days.
don't mind a guy that still stays for Habona. I honestly
Sorry, and flip. Sorry, and sorry. Hi, my brother. How are you?
Eita, how's it, gent?
Sharp, man.
Eita, no man. Conversation e le buang ka yona ke fihla hare ho yona. Mara ntho e interesting haholo e ke neng ke rata ho hlahisa ke ne ya hore re le batho ba batjha re rata ho compare le bana ba bang ene maemo a rona a sa tshwane. Taba hore ke na le majita kapa ke na le botjheri be leng hore ba na le life le standard se itseng be ke batla ho compare le bona ke yona ntho e re khawathang nako e kgolo le nyana ene ha re tlo phela o sa ikamohele seo leng sona wena o sa tsamaye ka mokgwa wena bokgoni ba hao le seo nang le sona se sa o satisfy o tlo qetelletse tsa tsona ntho tse le tsa hore ke tswe ka kare ke vae and then the next thing mo ke dulang teng mara ha o kaone I mean ntlha pele ba fetwe ke bodulo ra tseba hore la e bane mohlomong he bodulo bo sa kgonahale mara ipeha hantle le motjheri ipeha hantle le auti botjheri ba today o tlo expect hore ke beleng e kae ya hao I mean ska batla hore ke phele bophelo bo leng hore wena ha o kgone bo phela kapa mohlomong wena ha ona bona mara o expect le hore nna ke be le bona vele ho expected hore mojita a be le almost everything hore a tlo kgona o supporta family ya hae kapa hore dintho di tlo kgona hore di be better at some stages but ikamohela yona le mojita se ke leng sona hore ke se ke leng sona and bophelo ba ka bo mfihlisa mona kapa mosebetsi ko etsang o nkgonela hore ke fihle mona mole ke tla fihla hanyane ha ke a tlameha hore ke tlo tsamaya ka pace ya mang kapa ya mpeng tjaka kapa ya mang ba bang ba rona re gotse re iketsetsa dilo I mean ra di
My
fuwe re ke
brother
di-parent tsa rona
what's about the way pressure e society e kenyang ho motho wa moshemane. Like most guys are literally losing it and we don't see it. Like they literally losing themselves, trying to fit and trying to make themselves those alpha male hore ba hlahe ba le sharp because society and women are expecting men to handle everything. I mean, I don't remember at any point of time ho thunaneng inflation e targetile majita fela. Inflation is sharpa mojita sharpa cherry mara we are expected to pull in third. I mean, man, like okay, but honestly, we are trying, to take care of our women, but it shouldn't be pressured that much. At least they should get some peace from them. We all ha ona moshemane a nkang hantle a ka tswang a ba lo relaxa fela sa batle ho lo hlokomela lapa la habo. I'd like to think or every guy naturally o na le ntho eno but ba lematswa ko re naneng ho kenywa pressure even worse as if like they don't think about it.
Yeah, gentlemen, thank you for that. That was very powerful, and I think our sisters have heard. It was not it was just a diversion of the topic. But thank you very much for that. Uncle B, how are you?
Hey, Cox, thank you so much, man. I am well for asking. I am very well.
I thought you come around yesterday. I didn't see you. I thought I'll see you on Monday. I didn't see you. But yeah, I know life moves. Now, on Monday was your birthday, and
I looked for you on Monday after hours, and you were not here.
all right.
Just for me to literally be able to apologize.
Oh yes,
Because I actually told my wife that we are being invited, but unfortunately we could not be able to make it because my car broke down and it changed the whole setup of whatever that we tried to. Yeah.
Okay. Now I made you to request here because we met here. No, we met here and we grew from here. Whatever that happened in the background, but we met here and
Yeah.
we all know you here.
Yeah.
And we haven't got the opportunity here to wish you a blessed new year, a blessed new beginnings of this new year. We haven't got an opportunity here to come and give you the gifts like Pav is doing. We haven't got an opportunity to come and say happy birthday to you. Not everyone has got um, not everyone has got the opportunity like Bokogi to call you to talk to you. Now I wanted to make this here that we, I think you might think we appreciate you, but appreciation is an understatement. We come here, hadi re qaga re bitsa wena, you give us your wisdom, you listen to us. You are like that old man who sit and watch us re ye ko dimo le ko tlase, argue, re etseng. And when we are done, you'll just bring that wisdom and car, and then that's it. So happy belated happy birthday. Bo pabi ba rialo, ba re sekgowa sa kajeno ke belated happy birthday. And we wish you nothing but the best. We wish you the blessings, and
Yeah.
we are really, really happy and really, what do you call, blessed to have someone like you amongst our generation, amongst our life. One thing about TikTok is that it creates families. When you scroll and you get into another life, you
Yeah.
feel like you don't belong because they know each other. When you go to another life, you feel okay, this is home. This is the people that I know. You go into another one, they talk a different language. And we have become family even if we don't know each other. Should anything happen to me or whatever, we ought to celebrate with one another, and we ought to um, give each other, celebrate with each other, and cry with each other. Fabi, over to you.
Oh, the pressure is getting worse and stuff. Happy belated birthday, Uncle B.
Parvallo, Parvallo, I'm not so sure if you'd mind that we see your face, including Zonke. And I know that you have numbers to be
I'm
able to do
looking
so.
dangerous.
Unless if you don't want to talk to me. You see, I've brazed the cold, you know? Wow.
Happy birthday,
And
Uncle
and
B.
Zo-
The pressure is just
and
getting worse.
and Tizi as well. Yeah.
Okay, now I was going to say, Jorge.
Let's
I feel very lucky that I've managed to bump into you at my young age, because I've received many, 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 many pearls that are going to guide me as I explore this roller coaster that we call life. And I wish nothing but blessings and joy and prosperity for you in your new year. Happy belated birthday, Uncle B.
so much, Bobby. I I wish to be where you at, and I also understood that greatness actually start at a very early age when Babal. And may you continue to source this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless
Thank you so much and stuff, Uncle B.
you. What is and stuff? What is and stuff?
I
Maybe
don't, I
I'm
don't, I
losing.
don't, I don't know. Fabi has been saying
And
and
stuff.
stuff today. I don't know what
I'm
and stuff. Like
2000.
the whole life
And
and
stuff.
stuff.
I'm a
And stuff just
2000.
covers, it just covers
Yeah,
the
I'm a
stuff,
2000. In
the
the
whatever
language, I'm
we
a
wanted to
2000.
say. Yeah. Like wabona how nali statement ne. O batla go bua something and you can't put it together. Or yeah, man, and stuff. So and stuff you tla bona now eda ing mo and stuff
I'm a 2000.
I'm done. You guys won't understand and stuff. Like it's a 2K thing and stuff. Wabona, like, yeah, man.
Wow. 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 Yeah. Yeah. No, I've learned something.
Papi, we are
Sizi,
Papi.
how are you?
Yes. Tlhaga.
Okay,
Hi,
guys.
Uncle B.
Yes. Koki, I had a life and I thought it would be just for an hour so that I'm able to jump into yours. All right. But it didn't. It just ended now at 11. And I still have a 4 o'clock a.m. meeting. All right. But there's one thing that people were able to, wow, fresh, were able to, I mean, I was surprised that people still remember how we met. And I was shocked how people would highlight the importance of those particular meetings. And I must say that I normally don't do lives during the week because of the time, right? But I've appreciated every word that was actually given to me. Yeah, that's it.
That's so sweet and stuff.
Over to you, Bramkur, Brajo. Brajo, keep mute. Unmute, Brajo.
Unmute and stuff.
Brajo.
Dumela metswalle.
Brajo le kae?
Rona le kae?
Re teng. Ne ke re fela akere re bua ka malome o motona. So wena on behalf of bo malome ba banyane, o ke fela o re qhaqa a mabedi ya ka malome o monyane.
Ke tla no e bea in brackets ka tsela o e bea ka gona gore malome o monyane. Malome ke malome. Ga I
O ka se
change.
mo malomolle.
No. Overall, ke rata go leboga lona kaofela. Sebaka le motsotso le modimo wa rona. Ka ga sa re file monyetla o. As a family and the viewers, ra leboga gagolo. Thekgo ya lona, life can be live without you, the viewers. We are a family. And then for those who celebrate the birthday or already celebrated, matlhatse le matlhogonolo. Modimo a le padimisetsa. Ra leboga.
Thanks, Brajo. Thanks, Brajo.
Brajo.
Thank you, Brajo.
Bless you, man.
Thank you.
Go leboga nna.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Uncle B. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip, hooray!
Hooray.
Babalo, I know
Thank
that
you.
you're supposed to be doing a full disc of sound. And mapiano go emetse tle batho ba modimo. Ra go kopa. Bagaetsho ke a le leboga go menagane and stuff, all right?
And stuff,
So,
exactly.
and stuff. So I thank you so much for the well wishes. I mean, it literally took me until today to be able to answer everyone, in terms of the messages that I actually got. And I really appreciate you guys, and may the Lord bless you so much, and continue to be beacons of hope unto our lives. And I thank you for the love that you've actually shown. And I'll always cherish that, and I'll always remember that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Uncle B. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Hi, Puleng. Oh, Puleng is gone. Hi, Eunice. How are you? Hi, Eunice. How are you? Okay. Eunice and Puleng, they have network issue. Thank you, Uncle B. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. We'll keep on talking. And yeah, have yourself a blessed night. Ka itse gore la tsoga ka 4 batho ba 4 o'clock. Yeah, and yeah, thank you. Ke tlo join one day. Ke tlo tsoga one day ka 4. Ke tlo join.
Yeah. No, go emetse, bro. No, go siame, Koki.
No,
God bless you, man.
God bless you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Guys, that brings us to the end of the conversation for today. And stuff. Thank you all for everything that we did, that we said today. And yeah, man. Yeah, I want to start ending. Guys, I was not aware of this. So my body was you when I was about afterlife, and then I went through TikTok. Hi guys, I don't know what this app is turning into. I thought I'm like into thinking OnlyFans. Hey, strippers. Batho ba pulang ba teng mo epong. He? Batho ba pulang ba teng epong. Di live tsa batho ba pulang. Ha ba tlo bua ka dinala sekgowa. Ba tlo e blocka live a rona. Hey lona. Hey. I couldn't believe it. Like I couldn't believe it. And it could like when I woke up in the morning, I'm like, ke app e re berekisang is the same app. And ke batho ba tswang kwa ntle ba etsang. Ba bang ba bona bile utlwa ba bua se-Russian. Question, legs, question. Hey, tooling and stuff, guys. People are tooling and stuff. Guys, the love of money. Ha ke so bone Mzansi a ke ba itse. No, entle ke a tsoa ke like life e fedile ne. I'm like I can't sleep, man. Let me go through TikTok nyana ke. Man ke a bona gore mara motho o la ba reng wa tsola. Ke re ka ema nyana ke. Hey, ke a sheba ke. Okay, one. Eh ka ema gape le kare. Hi. Yeah. No, Twitter I know. Twitter ke itse gore ba Mzansi ba etsa le di-video ba gatisa la. Hey, ya wena. Hey, ya. Hey, I got sheba. How about great Jesus name we give faith up. I got sheba, but I was amazed. Thank you guys. Quarter to weekend. Hopefully the week has been good. Halfway to weekend. Hopefully the weekend. I got sheba and stuff. Hopefully the weekend will be great. Let me take this moment to thank you all for coming through. Let me take this moment to humbly say to you all, I love you. I love you so much. I'm one guy, I try to follow people. After life, like I'll go to my top 20 people that viewed and I try to follow. And I continue doing that. I promised you two things. I promise to talk to you. And if talking Yapala, I promise to give you God. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to ask you to bow your heads and close your eyes so that we engage in something that is called prayer. I hope I didn't close anyone else out. I wasn't like you invite because I was not lady day and you didn't, but it's fine. I love you more. Eman. Yeah, can we bow our heads and pray? Father, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, Modimo rona a lokileng, motlhodi wa legodimo le lefatshe. Bosiu ba letsatsi le Modimo rona re rata go go leboga. We come before your throne, Lord. We come, O Lord, with a heart full of thanksgiving. We come before your face, Lord. Would like to put everyone, Lord, who celebrated their birthdays, everyone, Lord, who celebrated their anniversaries. We come before you, Lord, to celebrate with everyone, Lord, who get a promotion, who got a job, And mostly, oh Lord, we'd like to celebrate our lives. We'd like to celebrate them with hustles. We celebrate them, Lord, with tears. We come before your face, Lord. We come before your throne, oh Lord, the mighty, the creator of heaven and earth. We say to you, Lord, you are the one who created the heavens and the earth. And Lord, nothing on the heavens and earth cannot be controlled by you because you are the creator of them. Lord, you created humankind, you created human beings. We have, Lord, long ago, Lord, forgotten who we are. Re lebetse Modimo rona ebile re tswile mo bothong ba rona. Re a rapela bosiu bona ba letsatsi Modimo rona gore ka mohau wa hao, Lord, with your loving grace, Lord, re busetse ko bothong ba rona. We pray, Lord, this evening, help us, Lord, to do unto others as we expect them to do unto us. We have a spirit of selfishness, Lord. We have a spirit, Lord, of being self-centered. If it is not about me, Lord, it's not going to happen. We're praying, Lord, this evening to help us, Lord, to help those that we are able to help. Some of us, Lord, we sitting on top of doors that can be open for other people. But because it's not going to glorify our names, Lord, we're not going to open it. Re rapela Modimo rona, bosiung bona ba letsatsi. Re rapela manyalo ntate rona mata otlhe. Re rapela the relationship between a mother and a daughter-in-law. Re rapela bontate botlhe mo di ba rona that are going through and under severe depression and severe stress. Some of them, Lord, they are quiet. They are trying to take it like men. But Modimo rona re rapela bosiung bona ba letsatsi. Ba bule melomo, ba bule ditlhaloganyo gore ba itse gore ba bue. Ntate rona matla otlhe re a go leboga. Modimo rona go bofelong ba letsatsi because re batho ba etsang dibe. We come before you, Lord, re re ke tshwarele dibe le makgopo. Modimo rona o go lwanele go ye mobe. Go bala le rona bosiung bona gore ba balle re boloke. Ka Kriste morena utlwa dithapelo tsa rona. Amen. I didn't know that, man. Where's Constance? Who's Constance? Is she on the live? Who's Constance? Is Constance on the live? Is Constance on the live? Can Constance request before we? Oh, okay. I've invited her. Can she please request? I was not aware. Hey? I was not aware. Guys, sometimes the comments had it. Okay, I'll do that. Hi, Uswak.
Hello, Koki.
How are you, Uswak?
Hey, ke tla reng ke botshelo. Hai, ha ke tse o itse ke reng. I don't know what to say, community. Lo wa bona today, yesterday at work. Hey, ke lo bona.
And le dula kae Constance? Le dula kae?
Nna ke dula mo Joburg. Ke bereka mo Joburg.
Kae?
Uswa ka o dula Jobetina Tlexo.
Oh, Matlosana. Okay.
So
And then le bana.
Yo ke bona bothata bo. Ausi ya bana hle.
Baba, how old?
O motonna o na le 21 and then o na le ma-twins a na le 10 ba santse ba le ko primary and papa ha bereki le ene o na sa bereki.
Okay.
Kore mathata o itse mathata itse.
I don't know why. I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. Where?
Kana o itse bothata ke nne ko kaene. My brothers, my sisters, even o tla mo morago ga ka ba bereki. It's only me. Ke nna la the breadwinner. Kore it's too much tlheko.
Okay. Ke kopa o tswe mo live. Let me follow you. Let me follow you. Let me follow you. Okay, I've followed you. Ke kopa o tswe mo live and exit the live.
Okay.
Like o tswe out and exit the live. And then o tswe ko live and go to somebody else's live.
Okay.
We will talk. Can she please exit the live? Or let me take her out. Kanji, how do you take somebody out? You go there and then you do. Okay, yeah, I think she went out. Guys, this person lost her sister Moba, and she's been sitting with us from whatever time until now, and we're not aware. And she's saying she's the sole breadwinner. And in an African way, when somebody loses a person, the people that live with, they put hands together. I'm not forcing anyone. I'm not saying anyone ayezing. But what I'm asking is, let's put hands together. We have done it with other people. We have done it for that lady who did not have an accommodation. We've done it for somebody in about education. We've done it for the lady who went to play netball. We have done it. We have done it. And I know we can do it. I know we can put hands together. We can put the 50 rand, the 150, the 150, the 150. Let me show you how the power of the community works. You won't believe 150 to 50 rand. 150. Hardly 150. Inside the 50 rand, 7,800. It's a lot of money. That's a bare minimum. It's not a must. It is not a must. You know, whenever it comes, I give it to the person, and the person will come and tell you how much they got. That's what I was suggesting. But if it's not being supported, it's fine. Frozen again. Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Am I frozen? They can be sent to my numbers or to Bobby, whoever. I'm asking. You know why I'm saying this, guys? Why I'm saying this is this, guys. Imagine, like, I'm wondering how much a hlokafaletswe ke ausi wa hae maobane, and the next day she comes and sit on a live for 3 hours. It's something, guys. Not if ever nka hlokafalwa ke mme kapa ka hlokafalwa ke anyone, everything is not going, nothing is going to mean, nothing is going to make sense. Ke lo vaya ke tlo tla fela mo life ke re guys ke hlokofaletswe be ke tsamaya. I'm not going to have time for that. But I mean, for her to spend much time with us, it's a problem. Those that are in Jobetina, guys, we will send you guys the money. You guys will go and represent us. Those that are in Jobetina, it will depend when the funeral will be. If it's going to be next week, I'm going to go. If the funeral will be next week, I'm definitely going to go to Jobetina because I've got a wedding. I'll go to Jobetina next week. If the funeral is next week, I'm going to go and show my face. You know, if like nani I wouldn't be on a live. Like, you know, when a person guys muntu uluti le rona for this time, it really shows. To me, it shows how much people would want to come and listen to me because there's a healing, and not only me because I don't talk alone. You know. Okay, let me. Whoever has my numbers, please write my numbers there. Whoever has my numbers are quite easy. I'm trying to write my numbers. Okay, how do I? Guys, how do I write my numbers? Guys, how do I write my numbers? This thing does not allow me to write my numbers. But whoever has, there's my numbers there. My numbers are there, 083 373. I've got all the banks, Capitec. I've got all the banks, but this, I prefer Capitec for these ones because di kena fela dire. Ke ikopela bagaetsho. Ke ikopela. Ke ikopela. Ke Capitec. Ke ikopela, guys. Ke ikopela. It's painful, guys. It's very painful. You know it's painful. Your sister, and you sit with people for 3 hours and you listen to them. And I did not, Shem, you know, now I did not know gore o hlokofaletswe. Ke ne ke sa itse gore o hlokofaletswe, Shem. I could have even asked Uncle B to talk to her because I know Uncle B is good when it comes to bereavement debriefing. And how, guys? Yo, pelo ya ka ya ska nna bohloko. Pelo ya ka e ntse bohloko bafethu. Hi, pelo ya ka e bohloko, guys. But go siame. Ke Modimo a itseng. And follow her, guys. Those that can follow her. I don't know where she is. Oh, follow her, guys. Follow her and send her messages of messages of comfort. Check up on her. Those that can check up on her. Osinzwaki, I trust you, my sister. I trust you. You did it for me when I was down. I trust you, my sister. Get her numbers, please, my sister. I trust you, Osinzwaki. I trust you. Get her numbers. Talk to her. You know, talk to her, Osinzwaki. I would the other personal numbers. That's all. You know, I don't have two personal numbers. I have one. The other number I have. You guys know I have 3 phones, but only people know one. The Baba biting two. Kyalekopa bafethu. Kyalekopa. Awusintwaki. Kyakopa uswak. If you are here, just show me with a hand. Awusintwaki. If you are here, show me with a hand. Yes, please, my sister. You did it for me when I was down. You know, you checked up on me. I think uteng Constance Connie umcheke, and yeah, man, and utlwe fela mhlole fela hore o yang, and then I will liaise with you. I will liaise with you. I will liaise with you. There's Vicky for Pretoria people. I think. Let me ask her something if you stay here. Utswile. Iziyandla ziyagezana ka mokgwa nna ke rutilweng ka teng. Matsoho a hlatswana. Lena le hlatswana. Matsoho a hlatswana le hlatswana. I'll speak to Kesna. I'll speak to the boss chick. I'll speak to. We will speak. We normally do it, guys. Let us have a moment of. I think we ought to have just a moment of silence for to her, and re etse fela hore ba re keng moya wa her sister o go bale ka khotso. And the other thing is bana, guys. Bana. The sad thing in life is bana, guys. I'll ask her. Ha ke mo bone mara ke mo followile. Ha ke mo bone Constance. I think o tswile live. O tswile completely live. But ke mo followile. I'll ask her. I'll ask her, and then re bue le yena. Ke tla mo check, and then re tla e lokisa. this has taught me something, eh? Batho ba bang kore o kgona kore ke hopola tsatsi le lengwe o kgona dula le motho a na le mathata. You see the practicalities of what we always talk about. Re a nna and then we think we have problems. And then we can do na le batho ba na leng mathata amongst us. And then re busy re tlotla ka mathata nyana re nahana hore ke mathata. Kanta se mathata. Ho na le batho ba na leng mathata ka montle ka. Ho na le batho ba rweleng bokete. Rona we come and re bua ka ntho tse re nahana hore ke mathata. Kante batho ba rwele bokete. Give me a second, guys. A second. I'm here complaining about being in a room and somebody has lost something. Yeah, I'll do that. If people can send, I'll do that. If people trust me with their money, I always say that can be done. We can organize that. Then we'll send it. Then we'll send it. Yeah, guys, let's have a moment of silence and bow our heads and pray. The people that are close to my life, they know that something that hits me the most is the kids. Now, I imagine a 10-year-old growing up without a mother. But it's God. Let us bow our heads and pray. May the departed soul rest in peace. Awena modimo rona o fe lelapa matshediso. Awena modimo rona o ba tiise. Awena modimo rona o ba gomotse. Modimo rona re a rapela mo nakong e ya bosigo. Ha batho ba le bantsi modimo rona going to bed with their parents. Some re ba romella melaetsa, ba bang modimo rona re ba founela. There are 3 kids and others that are starting a new journey of not having parents. The lives of those 3 kids, modimo rona, has took a knock. Re a rapela modimo rona na le matla otlhe bosiung bona ba letsatsi. E ba modimo ka ga maphelo a bona. Ba simolla leeto la ho bitswa dikgutsana modimo. Ba simolla leeto modimo a rona le bohloko la ho hloka batsadi. E ba modimo a bona. Re rapella lelapa. Re rapella batho kaofela ba amilweng ke lefu le. Ka lebitso le matla la Kriste Jesu. Amen. Can I end the live? We will talk. Re tla bua ka hosane. Re tla bua ka hosane. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Good night. We will talk.